who's back? Back again. Decon's back. Tell a friend. This is the Bomber Buzz on Classic Hits 101.7. It's Rivalry Week, Bomber Nation. The Harrison Golden Goblins are going to welcome us to town this evening, Friday at 7 p.m., as the rivalry is renewed once again. We've already played Harrison in a couple events this year. We've played them a couple times in golf. I believe we've won all of them. We have played them in volleyball. We beat them in straight sets, and I believe that's it so far. We haven't played them in junior high. We haven't played them in anything else, but it's always a fun rivalry. Can't wait to make the trip there. Be sure to tune in on the Bomber Sports Network or online at KTLO.com or Classic Hits 101.7 on your radio dial. Be sure to download the Mountain Home Athletics app. You could watch the game on there. You can watch it there. You can also check out the team's roster. You see, hey, number 12 made a heck of a play there. Who is that? It's Dawson Dunlap. It's on the roster right there on the Mountain Home Athletics app. Quick recap of the previous week. Boy, the Bombers took care of business in their rivalry game, taking down the West Plains Zizzers 43-21. Now, the score was not indicative of how the game went. West Plains finally got some stuff going toward the end of the game, but for all intents and purposes, it was not particularly close as the Bombers go home with the Battle of the Border trophy. It's a big old trophy. It's a good-looking trophy. I'm glad we get to keep that for at least one more year. We'll head back to West Plains next year, see if we can take it back home with us. Other things in action, Lady Bomber Volleyball suffered their first loss the other night. They'll bounce back. That was a really, really solid Greene County Tech team that they played. You know, they played really good. They got good athletes up front. I mean, that's just a blip on the radar. They will be on the road next week as they'll take on Batesville, and then they won't be back home for another week as they will welcome Brooklyn to town that following Monday. So big things coming up there. The Bomber golf team is 49-4. This is a team that could go win 5A in golf, honestly. I mean, they're really good from top to bottom. Cody Cormican is putting up insane numbers. He is consistently shooting pretty far under par. Every time I see him, his score is starting with a 70, and it's not 79 or even 75. It's in the low 70s fairly consistently, into the high 60s as well. Bomber tennis team, they continue their run. The dominant doubles pairing of Pierce Blackman and Finley Chafin still taking care of business. Noah Rechtenwald and his partner Strat Smith also take care of business as they went over to Jonesboro. They've made a bunch of trips over Northeast Arkansas. You're going to keep up with them. They're getting closer and closer to conference and state in golf and tennis. It's within a month or so. So we'll keep up straight with them. Lady Bomber golf team, all three of our golfers, best scorers of the year. Ashley Smith, Abby Edens, and Anna Torres, they had their best scores of the year against Melbourne as they came out victorious the other day over at Cooper's Hawk in Melbourne. Good job by those ladies. And cross country, right around the corner. They're going to get cranked up here in a couple weeks. We saw they had a big article written about them by Arkansas Mile Split. There's going to be very few or far between teams that will be able to put up the numbers that our cross-country boys will this year. They were already really good last year. They had a really good piece, and J.R. Free comes over this year, was in the district, went out of the district, came back to the district. A lot of good pieces. It's going to be an exciting team to keep up with, and you can keep up with all these teams on the Mountain Home Athletics app. Go to mhbombersports.com, and then you can tune into athletic live streams on there as well, and on the Bomber Sports Network on YouTube. We're going to take a short little break. Steve Airy is going to be in the studio in just a moment. This is the Bomber Buzz on Classic Hits 101.7.
KTLO.com/sports is your source for local sports. In addition to our daily sports stories, check out the sports page by going to KTLO.com/sports for schedules and conference standings for high school teams from the area, as well as national stories from ABC. Your one stop for sports, KTLO.com/sports.
Back here on the Bomber Buzz on Classic Hits 101.7, getting you closer and closer to tip-off against the Harrison Golden Goblins. That'll take place at 7 o'clock tonight. We got a big guest this week. Coach Steve Airy's in the house, man. Coach?
Did you want to call that tip-off or kickoff?
Kickoff. Did I call it kickoff or tip-off?
You called it tip-off.
I called it tip-off. That's what, hey, I got to remember so many sports. It's good. It will be kickoff at 7 p.m. At FS Garrison Stadium. You worked there for a year. I always forget that.
Yeah, I was down there for 6 months, working with Coach Wells and Coach Keelan and Coach Henderson.
So this is your 5th year here. You spent a year over there. How long were you at West Plains?
7 years.
Yeah, you did a lot over there. I think, your first year you went 0-for, and then you're knocking out 9-10 win seasons?
Yeah, we went 0-10, then we went 3-7, and then we won conference our 3rd year.
Yeah,
and then we started rolling pretty good.
Mm-hmm. You said you ran to pretty much the same team in the regional, or is that district that you ran into that knocked you out of the playoffs? It seemed
there was a powerhouse over there called Webb City, Missouri.
That's right.
And that's who we kept getting in draws. Kind of like getting hold of Greenwood. You know what I mean? They had a real good, rich tradition, and they got multiple state championships.
Yeah, it's like I always tell people, like, I always love what Greenwood does because it's like watching an SEC team, but it's like, you know, if you took out Greenwood, then it'd be a whole lot better competition. But
yeah, they're a little cut above the rest right now,
but they've been like that for long as I can remember.
Yeah,
and they're probably as good as they've ever been. But enough about Greenwood. We'll talk about them later in the year. So before West Plains, you were at Willow Springs, right?
Mountain Grove.
Mountain Grove. That's right. That's how long were you there?
7 years.
So you about 7 years there, 7 at West Plains, and was that the first stop, or
Willow Springs was the first stop?
I knew there was one in the middle there. So were you head coach the whole time at all those stops except for at Harrison?
My first 5 years at Willow Springs, I was not the head coach. I was an assistant, and then I took that program over, and I don't know. I was head coach for 11 years, maybe something like that. Yeah, and then I've been head at Mountain Grove, head at West Plains, and retired out of Missouri. Went to Arkansas.
Now what was your role at Harrison? Were you just?
I was the freshman coach.
Okay.
Junior high coach.
Working with your good buddy Greg Crow.
He was out when I was there.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was still. I thought he was there. Okay.
Nope. He was out when I was there.
Okay.
And so I coached 1 year with freshman ball, and I got the opportunity.
Right.
Got the opportunity to be a head coach again. That was good.
I have to laugh every Friday when I see you and Greg's interview on XL7. It's like he could win 55-0 and say, "Gosh, Decon, we just stunk that night." But that's good. You want that. That's an expectation you have around
That's
here.
An expectation.
That's like last week. We had the big hamper when Haney got hurt. But there's a lot of nights. I'll see like, man. I know we won, right? I mean, but you think like we put up 43 points. You won by it was almost a turbo clocking, but there were still things you got to clean up, and that's just an expectation.
Yeah, you want to play well every Friday night, and complacency is. I'm like Coach Crow in that area. I've got to learn to enjoy winning a lot more than I do, but at the same time, there's no complacency. There's always room for improvement, and you're always finding the things that need to be worked on because. At the end of the day, you want to win them all.
That's right. I think that's pretty much the goal for everybody. But we got 10 of these, and then hopefully a lot more after that. But you want to win them all. So, kind of tell us just how this conference looks now. It's still we're in the West, but there's a few new faces and some old faces. You have Siloam, you have Van Buren, you have the usual suspects: Greenwood, Russellville, Lake Hamilton. Shiloh's a new name in the conference. Do we know a lot about them? We always have one private school in the conference. We can't go without, I guess. But that's the new dog that's moved up.
We don't know much about them. I have not watched any tape on them other than what I've seen in other games from years ago. So no, I really don't know much about them.
So it's we lose Pulaski Academy, Little Rock Christian. They went up to 7A with the competitive balance factor, I believe is what it's called. And they should do fine up there, but you still keep the big dog Greenwood, and then it's the same 8 teams out east. So it's 6A is really. You don't want to say like fighting for second, but it really feels like that with how good Greenwood is. But are there any teams that you just have circled on the calendar? I know you said you just want to beat them all at the steak dinner, but are there any you're just like, man, I can't wait to play them?
No.
It's all about the
for
same.
Me personally, they're all the same for me. My goal, I say our goal. I try to take my goal and make it our goal. Is we want a winning record. We want 8, 9, 10 wins. We want to be in a semifinal game and not playing Greenwood in the second round. We need a home playoff game, but we got to take care of business on a weekly basis and not drop the ball. And that's kind of my mindset. Let's be ready for this game and let's not talk about anybody else. And that's how I feel because every game's the most important one at that time.
So before you came here and before you were part of one of the longest running rivalries, I believe this is the 78th edition of it. They've played it every year since Bomber football was in recorded history in 1947. Have you been a part of a rivalry like this anywhere? Not necessarily of this size, but of this it's just pure hate on both sides.
Yeah, when we was at Willow Springs and West Plains used to play each other, and they're 15 miles down the road. They absolutely despised each other.
Yeah.
West Plains got the bulk of the wins. They were the bigger school of the two, and but I remember one year we went down there. We were 0-5 and beat them. I was an assistant coach, but we were 0-5 and beat them. And that's what rivalry games bring out. They bring out the best in you. When there's kids didn't go bowling together, they didn't go to the movies together. They didn't even go to each other's towns. They hated each other. So, but yeah, I would say this is pretty big.
Yeah. I mean, this is I hear about all different kinds of rivalries across the state. Probably the biggest one's Benton and Bryant when they play at the Salt Bowl. I mean, they pretty much pack in 10, 20,000 people when they play at War Memorial. But outside of that one, you have West Memphis, Marion. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Fayetteville, Bentonville, like that. But I don't see another rivalry like this one. Because you see it all through town. There's all kinds of beat Harrison signs. The other side's the same way too. Yeah.
I've always hoped when I went to Harrison, they said it wasn't a rival.
Yeah.
And we come over here and we say it is a rival. But it's definitely amping up for sure. I would call it a rival.
I've always known it's a rival because last year was the first time we beat them, I think, in 11 years. Well, before last year, I was a senior in high school the last time we beat them in football, and I was 28 years old at the time when we beat them last year. But, it's the closest school of similar size to us in the state. West Plains is about the same distance away, but just state-wise, I mean, it's always been everyone kind of knows each other. You see the same families growing up through both cities that are, the dads played against each other, maybe baseball or football, then their sons played against each other, and their sons played against each other. So it's been a lot of the same repeating names over and over, but it's fun. It never goes too far, though. I've always appreciated that. You hear about all these fights that break out and everything, but, the last 20, 25 years, it's cooled out to where it's just, we're going to figure this out on the field.
Yeah.
So
that's the way it should be. It's fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be fun.
Oh, yeah. What I've discovered, football is just fun, man. So before you got into coaching, where did you go to high school?
Went to Thayer, Missouri.
That's right. Go Bobcats. That's right. So you always tell me you were the point guard, you were the running back. You told me this story. You were telling Drew Haney that your first snap, your sophomore year, you got hurt.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was. I think you said it was no gain on that.
It was no gain. It was.
You didn't even get positive yardage.
It was a double break and a dislocated ankle. My ankle was foot was sitting off to the side like his was. It was real similar type of deal.
And then you also played basketball. Did you play anything else?
Played baseball and ran track.
God, I could see that. But what'd you do in track?
I was a sprinter and a hurdler. Back when they had low hurdles. Because, no high hurdling in my future.
I see our hurdlers, and then I'll see, they just had the Olympics this year. I'll see those. Man, those are tall. Those are up to people's weights.
Yeah, we had low hurdles, and that was my individual event, and I ran all the relays, and sometimes I run the 200.
Where are you in baseball?
Pitcher and a center fielder.
Okay. Yeah, Crow might have you beat in baseball, though. I remember has he ever told you about how stacked his baseball team was when he was in high school? He played with Bazil Shabazz and Torrey Hunter. And he was, I want to say, one of them was a year older than one. The other one was 2 years younger, but he was right smack dab in the middle. But, I mean, you see that a lot now. You have a bunch of kids that are playing multiple sports like that.
Yeah.
But you don't see kids playing 4 sports like that.
Yeah, we would do baseball practice and then do our track workout after baseball practice. But then you'd miss. I don't know that we caught every track meet. They tried to schedule them where they weren't on the same days, baseball and track. But they've since, they got rid of their track program. I think they're trying to bring it back. But, it is when you're a school that small, you only got so many athletes.
Yeah, because they're not just the biggest school in the world. I know that a big rivalry for them is Mammoth Spring. Yeah. So that was at least in hoops and baseball, because Mammoth's never had football. But I never realized how close those two towns were, because I went there a couple of years ago, and there's literally a highway that divides the two towns, and I was thinking it was a couple more miles. But so after you get done at Thayer, you went off to, where did you go to college?
Central Methodist.
That's right. That's right. And
NAIA program. And
did you play there?
Played 4 years at running back.
I remember. I remember. I thought it was Central Missouri, Central Methodist, or somewhere. But when did the light click on that you wanted to coach?
My sophomore year, when I was laying in that cast, like Drew Haney is right now. I was in that cast, and I was just heartbroken. I got to watch all my guys play 10 games. And that's when I figured out how much I love the game, when you got to sit and watch it. And I don't know, from then on, I approached it a whole different way. I knew I loved it. And that was kind of the eye-opener for me, that's kind of what I wanted to do. And then I hated school, didn't want to go to college. So I went to college, dropped out, hated it. And I thought, well, I guess I can do this if it means being a coach. I was trying to find jobs and make ends meet. And I didn't like any of them. So I said, I'm gonna go ahead and coach. I love football.
'Cause that's one thing that it's hard to wrap. It's hard for kids in high school and even athletes in college for them to wrap their mind around is it doesn't matter how good you are, that ball's going to stop spinning at some point. That ball's going to stop rolling for you, at least at a competitive level. So you have to try to not only prepare for that, but try to find other outlets, which you have for the last, this year, 20, are you in the 30s yet coaching?
It's 37.
Gosh. That's a lot of years.
That's a lot of years.
That's a lot of years.
I'm an old dude.
Hey, I saw a picture of you your first year here. You look exactly the same. So it might be the hair. You might change the hair a little bit. But that's an interesting perspective. So if you think that you don't get hurt there, do you think you get into coaching?
I don't know.
Because I know that's a you hate what is, but that's a big one.
Yeah, so I never experienced that. Some kids are burnt out when they're senior or whatever. They're burnt out. I didn't get burned out. My junior year, my fire got stoked, and I went all the way through college, and I love going to practice every day. I just a lot of players hate practice. I loved practice. So
that's you never really think about that. So it was almost you missed a season, but a blessing in disguise. Yeah, I guess because it gave you a pathway, and it kind of shortened the path for you to figure out I want to go do this.
It's funny. We was in our mentor meetings today, and Zach Hutchins was there, and we're talking about what they're doing, questions and answers and all this, and everything evolves around money. And everybody's chasing the dollar right now, and that's what all our guys want is money, money, money. And I never was like that. I just wanted to be happy, happy, happy. Fun.
Oh, yeah. That's about how I operate. It's one of those. We work in a line of work where it ain't the highest paying thing in the world.
No.
There's doctors out there. There's city officials. There's all kinds of other things that are, make 10 times what we do. But it's all about we want to have it's something fun, and we want to impact people's lives. Yeah, at least that's what I've noticed.
I enjoy being around the kids. They make me feel young. They probably look at me like I'm just, why don't he get out of here, Grandpa? But anyway, they make. I just love kids.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. Still got a little old school in me. They probably need somebody a little bit younger, but those old traditional values. There's not many.
It's hard to beat.
There's not many old guys around anymore. They're stuck with one right here.
I see, because our sideline is always on, of course, our side when I'm at home, but I'll look on the other sideline, and it seems like 90% of the time it's a young guy. He's got a fade haircut. He's about 120 pounds, just new school guy. But there's not many guys they're not football coaches. They're not just put their hand in the ground and just get after you.
See me and Coach Ack limping up and down the sidelines. Knees are all worn out. Hips are all worn out.
So how did you get – Coach Ackland's another big name. He's someone that had a lot of success in Missouri. How did you guys get connected here? Was it just you I know you guys knew each other, but did that all just fall perfectly?
We played against each other for years. And so we got to know each other, and we had a mutual respect for each other. But he was right at the end of the rope of his Missouri, retirement time, and this came open, and he kind of just jumped on it when I said, hey, he said, I like Mountain Home. He said, I'd like to live there. And anyway, we just kind of planned it out that
It was kind of like
try to get him on because it was about time for him to leave Missouri too.
Yeah. When you think about how everything kind of came together, it's like the stars aligned because you had Ackland here and Ryan Mallett just happened to have a house on the lake here that he was a lot, and I guess you guys reached out and said, hey, why don't you come coach a little bit? And you bring him in, and then you have a bunch of good pieces coaching-wise. Coach Cudd, seems like he's been coaching for 1,000 years here at Mountain Home. Coach Hendricks, another one. He's been here, I think this is year 10. But you have a lot of just really good coaches, a lot of good dudes on your staff from 7 through 12. I mean, you have a guy that coached almost, 35 years, Tom Martin, coaching your 7th grade.
Yeah, I've been fortunate in the sense that that's one of the things I try to do is surround myself with good coaches. Mm-hmm. I'm not a one-man gang. I'm not smart enough to be a one-man gang, and I try to surround myself with a lot of good people and a lot of good kids, and good things are going to happen if you can just get things flowing in that direction. Mm-hmm.
That's like anything. You do things right, eventually it'll fall in place and fall your way.
Yeah.
So you got this Harrison game coming up here. You got a really good slate of non-conference games. So it's really hard to get games up here non-conference wise. Either we're too far away, it wouldn't make someone better, or be someone that which just isn't a good matchup. How did you get hooked up? Obviously, you had the West Plains connection, but Rolla, Missouri is coming to town. I don't think we've ever played Rolla.
It was weird. Something happened in Missouri last year. Everybody gripes anymore till they get what they want. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of bottom feeders in conferences that were looking to dummy their schedules down and didn't have the opportunity to do that. So anyway, it just kind of happened that a lot of schools, conferences blew up. Mm-hmm. A lot of people were open and looking for games.
Because up in Missouri, you could make your own conference.
Some of the teams couldn't even find a conference to get into. Yeah. So they were just open every week, trying to find somebody different every week. You want a conference schedule so you got somebody to play. Yeah. But I got lucky, and most of the conferences, are going to go the latter half of the season, week 3 through 10 or whatever. And some teams were open early. Luckily, West Plains and Rolla, because I don't know what we were going to get out of Arkansas. It's just hard to find a game. You're exactly right.
I want to say, and I could be very incorrect here, I want to say Rogers Heritage was like the only team that called us or something, or we saw it too late or something like that, but I know they ended up picking Siloam. But we got like nothing trying to get someone in state. Now, the other thing is anyone that we would want to play, they're off playing in Texas, Oklahoma. I don't know of another state that plays out-of-state opponents as much as Arkansas does, because it seems like everybody out east is going to play in the Boot Hill. They're going to play Tennessee teams, or Northwest Arkansas. They're playing Oklahoma. They're playing in Kansas. I mean, there were, like last week, there were a bunch of games that just Arkansas schools playing out of state.
Yeah, it's you're kind of in a 4-state, 5-state area as far as the border goes. And anyway, you get a hold of some of these guys like a Greenwood or whatever, and ain't nobody wants to play them. They're going to have to go someplace else and play. Which I think they had a home game, but there's a lot of teams got out-of-state games. In our case, just nobody wants to travel.
Because we're up in our own little bubble up here. Before we let you go, how much have you seen, just not just from a student standpoint, how much have you seen just the culture change around football in Mountain Home since the day you got here to today?
Oh, it's turned around tremendously. I was fortunate when I first came in here. I had a real hungry class, so they worked really hard, and I'm not going to downplay their effort and their passion for the game. But at the same time, I feel like we've just grown as a community, as a school, as a town, as a football team. You kind of ball it all up and stick it in a mixing bowl, and it's just a little bit of everything. Everything's kind of evolved, you know. And it's trickled into our culture. Our numbers have grown, our bodies have grown.
Crowds have grown.
Crowds have grown. We got a new weight room. We have nice things. Our kids our junior high kids hadn't had a new jersey in 20 years. Yeah. And they got some jerseys a few years back, and I don't know. everybody's kind of taking care of each other around here, and football's become important. Where when I got here, it just didn't seem like it was very important. It was kind of the bottom feeder program of the town, I think, and bottom feeder program of the school.
It was a program people were hungry for it to be good. They were wanting, because they always talk about the 2006 team like it's the '86 Bears. It's like, man, this team could go and all this, but it's like night and day compared to what it was, and it starts with you.
Well, I'd love to take some credit for it, but I can't hardly do it. I mean, I've reached out to everybody from when I got in here. It was Mike Stockton and Clay Patterson helped me kind of do this, and we got that auction going, got some auction dollars. We got our community on our back. When it becomes important to the parents, it becomes important to the kids because they're going to make sure their kids are active and involved. And we've tried to come up with a theme night every Friday night where we got people in the bleachers. Having a nice home atmosphere is a big deal. And we got us a heck of a radio guy right now / announcer. I mean, he's good.
Yeah,
brings a little juice to the crowd.
Yeah, that stadium guy's pretty good. You gotta.
So anyway, you're part of it too, Decon. Don't you think you're not, man?
Oh, yeah.
I've done nothing but I've done a really good job. I'll pat myself of just surrounding myself with good people.
Start from top to bottom, man.
You can't leave out your admin, man. Mitch Husky's got my back.
He's the man. He's
Doc Long had my back and helped me get through this. And the torch gets passed down. Now you guys like our Mighty Mites are active. Brad Coleman's really active, and he's puts together a good team.
Yeah. Coach, I'm going to let you go here. We got a game to prepare for, but appreciate the time, and let's go Bombers.
Let's go. Go Bombers.
We'll be back in just a moment to wrap things up here on the Bomber Buzz on Classic Hits 101.7.
Have you ever wanted to go above and beyond for your community? Volunteering for your local fire or EMS department is your opportunity. Join a family that will serve with you, always have your back, and train you to be the best version of yourself. As a volunteer, you will meet new people, learn new skills, and make a meaningful impact. Learn more at makemeafirefighter.org. That's makemeafirefighter.org.
Back here on the Bomber Buzz, well, I think you could say Friday's a pretty big one. I've seen all the Beat Harrison signs around town. I've seen the posts on social media. I've seen just a lot of hype around this game. It's going to be a fun atmosphere over in Harrison. It's always a fun atmosphere regardless of where the game's at, whether it's basketball, baseball, football, volleyball. It's always a lot of fun to go play in this rivalry game over there. The Bombers will be looking to win at Harrison for the first time since 2012. Of course, that was the last time before last year that the Mountain Home Bombers defeated the Goblins of Harrison. It should be a really good game. Harrison, Coach Airy kind of gave us a little preview in that, but he's also told me, they're pretty big up front. They're real picky about how they do stuff. They're going to try to matriculate the ball down the field, but I think we have a lot of great athletes sprinkled around the field, so it could be very similar to how West Plains played. They're going to have guys that really look the part, but it's all going to depend on, when that ball kicks off and when the lights get bright and all that stuff. So, you can see someone that looks good in warm-up, and then, kind of like West Plains. You look at West Plains and you're like, whoa, they got a few really good pieces, and then suddenly it's kind of a blowout. But I don't think it'll be a blowout. I think, of course, the Bombers will win, on Friday. It should be an excellent game. Make the trip out. You still got time. Only a 45-minute drive. Parking might be a little bit of an issue, but that's okay. You'll get there. If you can't make it, we'll have it online for you on the Bomber Sports Network, mhbombersports.com. If you happen to make the trip, and hopefully you're already on your way, the Boom Squad has elected to do a whiteout if you would like to join them. Wear white, wear Bomber apparel, wear your Beat Harrison shirts, wear whatever when you go over there. Just make sure you're with us there 7 p.m. at FS Garrison Stadium, the campus of Harrison, Arkansas. It should be a great game. Can't wait to see how it goes. Then the Bombers are off next week. They do not have a game. They will play Rolla the following week. Next week, it's a moderately light week. We have Lady Bomber Volleyball Tuesday. They will take on the Batesville Pioneers. You can catch that one on the Bomber Sports Network. You can join myself on the call for that one, but Brad and Tobias are going to be on the other side of this break, getting things ready here at kickoff from FS Garrison Stadium. It is the Mountain Home Bomber football team taking on Harrison. We will catch you guys next week. This has been this week's edition of the Bomber Buzz here on Classic Hits 101.7.
Discover the refreshing difference at Baxter Real Estate Company. While they welcome new faces, their agents are seasoned experts in the realm of real estate, particularly the captivating Twin Lakes area. With a treasure trove of knowledge and years of experience under their belts, their team offers unrivaled guidance to fulfill your property dreams. The area is experiencing a rise in listing inventory. Whether buying or selling, trust their experts to navigate the market with finesse. Baxter Real Estate Company, the Twin Lakes area's best choice for local realtors to help you find that perfect property.
839. We'll keep that open all night long. Make sure you tell us what your name is when you text in. That way we can give you a shout out. We want to do that live right here on the air. Brad, heated matchup tonight. We're going to do a quick preview. What are we looking at tonight?
Man, it's a great game right here. This is one of those true early season tests that you're getting from Mountain Home. You know, Mountain Home coming off a win against the West Plains team. They were physical. They were strong. Now all of a sudden Harrison is coming off a loss. They went up to Branson, and it was a weird night. They started on Friday night and played half, and then they got into a lightning delay. That delay pushed on over into, they end up finishing the game on Saturday night, so it was kind of a weird night for the Harrison Goblins, but they end up losing that game. So you got two teams. You got one coming in off a loss to a close Missouri team. You got one team coming off a win to a close Missouri team, two that are trying to be rivals with that. And you know, this is one of those games that sets the season moving forward, right? This is one of those games, if you're Mountain Home, if you can beat West Plains, you can turn around, you can beat a Harrison, and then all of a sudden you look up, you got a bye week, then you get ready for Rolla, and all of a sudden things start rolling in a positive direction. On the other side of the ball, if you're Harrison and you lose to a Branson, and then Mountain Home comes into your place and you lose, things can go south quickly.
Yes, they can. And so we're going to take one more quick break, and then we're going to dive in a little deeper on both offense and defensive side of the ball. You're listening to Bomber Sports right here on Classic Hits 101.7 and streaming live on Bomber Sports Network.
FNBC is excited to announce their new Sapphire Plus checking account. Earn 4% annual percentage yield on up to $20,000 by simply using your debit card 15 times and receiving a direct deposit each statement cycle. You'll also earn 1% APY on funds above $20,000. Stop by one of their convenient locations or visit fnbc.us for more information. You and FNBC, better together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Terms and conditions apply.
Water everywhere and not a drop to drink. Well, a healthy, clean, clear Connecticut purified drop of water, that is, right at your fingertips. Connecticut reverse osmosis drinking water. It is very affordable. Never haul another bottle to fill up again, and never worry if the stores are out of water or waste all that plastic. Connecticut, the leader in water treatment. We are ready to serve all your water needs. 45 years as a family business to serve your family as ours. Connecticut, across from Dairy Queen, 425-4167.
Leap deeper now on the offense and defensive sides of the ball tonight, guys. Mountain Home, impressive on the offensive side of the ball last week. We saw this quarterback, Brantley Phillips, really step up, not only do well with his arm, but also beat people with his feet. So what do we think about this offense tonight versus this Harrison defense?
Yeah, you know, right now, Mountain Home's offense is going to come in, and we're going to try to establish Brantley, right? Brantley's going to make sure that he doesn't throw the ball away, give it to the other team. We've got that four-headed monster at running back. We've got everything that we need to do as far as that goes. And, you know, it's just one of those things that Mountain Home's got to do what they do well, and that's run the ball, you know.
So let's flip sides of the ball just real quick. Defense.
Yeah, so on defense side of things, you know, Mountain Home had been preparing for a Harrison team that runs the ball. They're physical up front. Their offensive line's physical. Their defensive line's physical. Kind of sad news for Harrison. They actually lost their best player. Eli McNutt was a player that Mountain Home had on their radar, probably a generational type talent that had come through Harrison. He took a knee injury in the Branson game and lost it. hated to hear that for the kid. Great family, great kid. One of those things that just a freak play that happens in a physical game in football, and he ended up hurting his knee. I mean, he had some looks at some D1 colleges. The good news is I think he can have some surgery and get some repaired and maybe come back next year. But, that's going to change the look of Harrison's offense, definitely.
Absolutely. And that, I hear that's one of the best players who probably come through Harrison quite some time.
He was. He's a big basketball player for him. Like I said, just a great kid. I know Eli pretty well and know their family. Know it's Mountain Home and Harrison. You know these. You've seen these kids. You grew up with these kids, having kids around that age. You're there. And it's just a tough break for a kid. You hate to see that and hate to go down there. But it's part of the game. We got Carter Atkins also sitting over there with a knee injury that would be an awesome asset to our team. So it's just who can do that. But Mountain Home's going to have to be ready for the run game. Harrison's going to lean on that run game. They don't. I'd say they don't. Reese threw the ball quite a bit against Branson. They had to. They were down, but they want to lean on that big offensive line. They want to run the ball, and Mountain Home's going to have to be physical up front and try to keep them from running the ball.
There comes with that injury a little bit of uncertainty, so to speak.
There is uncertainty. Do you take Reese, who's a pretty good running quarterback, do you move him back to tailback? And if that's the case, then as Harrison, you're looking at Gavin Jones, a sophomore, stepping back there. Well, is Mountain Home, do you prepare for Reese? Do you prepare for Jones? Who do you prepare for? What do you do? You hope that they're going to run the same thing. And, I talked to Coach Airy a little bit, and he's saying, hey, we got to watch our defensive backs. They like to throw it over the top. And let's just be honest, you're playing at Harrison. There's always something that happens at Harrison. There's always calls that don't go Mountain Home's way, and that's going to happen tonight. We know that going in, but you got to overcome those things. This is a good mental, emotional test for this Mountain Home Bombers team to be ready for the rest of the year.
What do you think about a 2 or 3 touchdown lead to potentially beat some of those obstacles?
That'd be awesome. It'd feel good going in the second half knowing that we're not going to be in the hands of somebody in black and white.
That's right. We're going to take another really quick break. We'll be back. You're listening to Bombers Football right here on Classic Hits 101.7 and streaming live on YouTube on Bombers Sports Network.
Discover the refreshing difference at Baxter Real Estate Company. While they welcome new faces, their agents are seasoned experts in the realm of real estate, particularly the captivating Twin Lakes area. With a treasure trove of knowledge and years of experience under their belts, their team offers unrivaled guidance to fulfill your property dreams. The area is experiencing a rise in listing inventory. Whether buying or selling, trust their experts to navigate the market with finesse. Baxter Real Estate Company, the Twin Lakes area's best choice for local realtors to help you find that perfect.
Water everywhere and not a drop to drink. Well, a healthy, clean, clear Connecticut purified drop of water, that is, right at your fingertips. Connecticut reverse osmosis drinking water. It is very affordable. Never haul another bottle to fill up again, and never worry if the stores are out of water or waste all that plastic. Connecticut, the leader in water treatment. We are ready to serve all your water needs. 45 years as a family business to serve your family as ours. Connecticut, across from Dairy Queen, 425-4167.
I know who that would be.
Anyways, we're back. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into both the offensive and defensive sides of the ball tonight. Again, the Bombers are just coming off an excellent win against West Plains, bringing home the hardware. And tonight we're really, really excited about this offense. Last week we got to see a little bit of Barrett Miller running back. We also got to see a little bit of Dawson Dunlap. And I'll tell you what, guys, what a tremendous combo of backs back there to be sort of taking charge and carrying the rock for the Bombers.
Yeah, it's a four-headed monster. They're all kind of different. You got Barrett Miller, who wants to get outside. He's a track guy. He wants to outrun everybody. Then you've got Dawson Dunlap, who, if you ask me, he looked the more of a traditional style running back there. He put his head down, he hit the hole hard, he shot through the line, he was tough to bring down. Then you got patient Jacob Chenoweth. He's the one that's kind of behind the guys, behind the offensive line, got his hand up there. Where am I going to go? I don't know. Oh, I'm popping out here and I'm finding the hole. He's the one that found the end zone quite a few times last week for the Bombers. And then you always got to worry about Brantley. Brantley could take off, and I heard many people say that he looked like an Arkansas quarterback, Matt Jones. He had that sneaky speed. You look at him, those long strides are there, and you're sitting there going, wow, how's he outrunning these guys? And he just is. He just doesn't look running fast, but he's outrunning them. And I tell you, one thing that's really cool, we got a new person in the booth with us tonight. Barkley Terry's joining us. Barkley, good to have you.
Great to be here, guys.
Any of you guys who watch ESPN, he's like our himbo back here. Barkley, you got any stats that you got from some of these guys from last week?
Not to dwell in the past, but last week was great. That you were talking about the rushings, 48 rush attempts. We counted 4 rush TDs. 7 different guys touched the ball. They were averaging 8 yards a clip every time they got it. So they spread it around. They were chewing up West Plains. They couldn't tackle. They were falling off tackles, and we were making them look really, really bad when we decided to put the rock on the ground.
That's awesome. And it's anytime you can get 7 or 8 yards of carry like we did, man, that changes the game, doesn't it?
Why would you do anything else?
That's right.
We were talking about Brantley. Brantley is the son of Tasha and stepson of Jared Forrest, who owns Southern Construction, our pregame sponsor.
That's right.
Call Southern Construction for the #1 most trusted local roofing company. You can give them a call today, 870-405-2359. Call Southern Construction today. Guys, just an offense loaded with weapons.
Yeah, and what I'd love to see is Brantley, too. What can he do with his arm, right? We don't have to hit those 50-50 home run balls. Last year against Harrison, I would contend that's probably how we won the game. We won those 50-50 balls. But now all of a sudden we're starting to see Caden Dotson on the outside. You got Talon Palmer out there. Gus Wilbur plays a little bit. Bryce Kincaid had some catches. These are on the receiving side of things. And, this maybe not be the 50-50 ball. Those guys are kind of shorter. They're kind of smaller. But all of a sudden, how do we then get them the ball at 5-10 yards and let those guys use their speed and space? What you got for us on stats here?
With Bradley stretching his legs and getting out there, he threw 7 of 14 last week. Got a little bit under 100 yards, right at 73 yards, but he still averaged 10 yards of completion. And when he did make some of those completions, they were real confidence builders. And I think you're going to see more of that today as he settles into that pocket. You're going to find him getting more confidence and trusting those deep balls a little bit more.
Guys, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the big nasties up front. Did a great job last week. Purdue, Henderson, Yarborough, Brockstaller, and Ford just doing a tremendous job up front, getting it done, creating lanes for the running backs and for Brantley to run through, and definitely giving Brantley lots of time to throw the football. 4 seniors there and a junior, and Yarborough's the only junior that's there. So guys who have seen a lot of action. They've seen a lot of 6A West action. They've seen a lot of different types of defensive lines, and so that's a huge asset when you got guys. We're talking Boxstaller. He looked good on the offensive line. He played a great game last week for us, and Purdue, all these guys. They just did a really good job. So we got to eliminate penalties and let those guys do the work. We can expect to see a former Bomber back there in the secondary for Harrison and Jackson Kreiner, who did earn some postseason awards last year. A great player back there. We're going to have to be accountable for where he's at all night long. Yeah, he is, and he missed the first half of last week's game. He had some, holdover penalties. I guess he had an unsportsmanlike penalty from the year before. But, yeah, somebody that they know well. Jackson's friends with all these guys, and we're going to have to know where he's at because he is kind of a ball hawk back there. Yeah, it's going to be one of those nights they're going to have to be aware. All right, guys, switching sides of the ball a little bit. Let's flop over to the defensive side of the ball where, you just got to be proud of this Bomber defense last week playing lights out. And I tell you what, they're fun to watch. They are. Our defense was probably the backbone of that West Plains game. If you were to look at what kept us in that game, there were times where we started off a little slow or we gave up a touchdown on a short field. Other than that, they scored late in the game. West Plains really did not have much of a mojo when it came to offense, and that had to do with our defense. And it starts in the defensive line. Man, our defensive line, you got Henderson up there, you got Greninger, my boy Greninger, and Setzer. Those 3 guys, we kind of play of a 3-4 with a walk down defensive end. Aiden Setzer will walk down a little bit. So it's kind of a little bit of an amoeba type defense. You don't really know what to prepare for, but those guys, man, they did work. Once again, you're talking senior. You got 4 seniors across that board, and that when you can start in the trenches with senior-led, big, strong kids, good things are going to happen. I got a big circle around number 12, Dawson Dunlap, Brad. We like to say boom, but that's a kid that brings the boom. I mean, we will call his number a lot tonight.
He will. He's kind of in that middle line, in the outside linebacker position. You'll see him on the right. You'll see him on the left. He comes in there, and when he comes in, it is like a missile as he fires out of there. And it's one that's just fun watching this kid play. And stats wise, do you have any stats on the defensive side?
Yeah, last week, and I think that's where you're going to find it again tonight. They're going to lean on that defensive line and those rushing linebackers. We got 9 tackles behind the line or sacks last week, and I think that is, man, you hit a guy behind the line 9 different times, they're going to start getting cautious. They're going to get jittery feet. That's when mistakes start happening. We had an interception. We had a fumble. Those turnovers kill games. So I expect more of the same tonight. That defense is fast, sideline to sideline. They are a bunch of headhunters.
Yeah, they're going to have to be on their toes. Once again, Harrison's offensive line, I want to say that they averaged, I'm not going to lie, I'll see if they have it on there, but I think it was around 270 pounds or something. They were some big boys up front and very strong guys that are up there. We're trying to catch that for you here.
265, 228, 215.
Yeah, so maybe I was off a little bit. So
maybe 235,
240, which is pretty big.
Yeah, but look at their height, though. You got a 6'5", 6'2", 6'1". So they do have tight end, and their backups, they don't have a backup on the right-hand side that's below 6'2".
And a big, tall tight end. I remember him last year. He scored a touchdown against us. They like to run this little inside tight end screen that if you watch out for, all of a sudden, you got to watch out for that on Harrison. But they're going to lean on those guys. They're strong. They like to run behind those guys, and that's what you're going to see from Harrison, I believe. You're going to see Skylar Lee. He's a sophomore. Once again, I know Skylar pretty well. He's a sophomore running back. Reese is going to be, and we'll see. We'll watch that. Ramsey and Reese and Lee and kind of how all that changes up. Where does Gavin Jones come in there? And we'll see what they do since they did lose Eli McNutt.
So we had a little bit of talk here in the booth beforehand, and I'm going to ask Decon, our man hitting the switches, to zoom in on this. These are our predicted scores from the broadcast team. I think everybody got in on this. We even had Neil Denton from the Bulletin in on there. This is something we started last week. We really enjoyed. So if you're watching on video.
You just mentioned this because you got closest last week is what it was.
Well, that's where I was going. I was setting up. I do have the commanding 1-0 lead.
We need to get our sponsor, Southern Construction, in here. They deal with estimates all the time when they're doing it. Southern Construction Roofing Company. They deal with estimates when they're placing roofs. I tell you what, Jared Forbes and his crew, they do an excellent job with Southern Construction. If you guys need anything roofing-wise, reach out to them. They're huge Bomber supporters. I just personally had a roof replaced from them. They did an excellent job. They took the work out of it. They got in, got out. It was out of business. They worked on the weekends. They'll work around your schedule. They do a great job. Check out Jared Forbes, Southern Construction Roofing Company. Once again, appreciate them as our sponsor for our pregame.
Yeah, call them for all your roofing needs. That's 870-405-2359. Southern Construction. And guys, let's turn what do you think is going to be sort of that pivotal key to victory tonight for the Bombers?
Yeah, I think it's going to be, can we match the physical nature of a Harrison team? They're going to want to lean on us. They're going to want to try to make this a game where it's between the trenches. They're going to go and make us stop them. So it's one of those deals. I think if we can match their physicalness, I also think, me personally, we're going to have to be up pretty good at halftime. We don't want to leave it in the hands of let's just say an official or a call, it's going to go both ways. There'll be calls that Harrison doesn't like. There'll be calls Mountain Home don't like. But we don't need to leave it in their hands because that can get in your head when you're playing at a rival's place.
Yeah, they need to settle in early. You're on the road. The wind's blowing out there. It's a beautiful fall night. They need to settle in early, get their feet underneath them, get that running game going, and let's just chew clock and let's wear them down.
It is wide out night for student section. I'd say there's maybe like 40 seats left on the visitor side, maybe 50.
Yeah, they're piling in over there, the visitors.
They're going to have to squeeze a little closer and act like they like each other tonight.
Yeah, Mountain Home is filling the stadium well. Our boys are back. The band, Mountain Home brought their band. They gave us about 3 rows of bleacher that's about 20 feet wide, it looked like, for our band to sit on over there. We couldn't expect any better accommodations over here.
We're going to need a little bit more room, aren't we?
Yeah.
Guys, one of the things I want to talk about, a lot of distractions this week. If you're Coach Airy, how do you keep the guys focused on football? Because there's so many things Harrison Week. It's almost like homecoming.
I actually heard Nick Saban talk about this today, and not that Coach Aries Nick Saban, but I did hear Nick Saban talk about this. They asked this same question in an interview of like, okay, big rivalry game, how do you handle that? He's like, I mean, we prepare. If I know there's a better way to prepare, why would I prepare better for 1 week than I would the next week, because I got to win. And that's what I want to do is win. And so he said, you know, in games like this, you just want to make sure that your kids aren't overly hyped. How do you control the emotions? How do you do it? And I think that's for Mountain Home. How do you control the emotions of things?
Yeah, that's going to be their test tonight, I believe, you know, because you've got to keep them in check. You know, it's really easy to get mad at Harrison. These two teams hate each other. And it's easy to let that get out of control really quickly. So just as much a test on the emotional side for them as it is the physical side tonight. Make sure to hit us up on the text line. Tell us who you're rooting for. Tell us what you think your keys are to victory. We'll be reading those aloud tonight. And the text should start coming in. Right now, we want to send it down to the field live with our man, Russ, the Real Deal Rawls, coming in, going to give us a little report on the sideline.
Let's see if we can get this. Russ, are you there?
Hey, Brad and Tobias, down here on...
Hold on, Russ, we lost you here just a second. There you go, I got you.
Hey, Brad and Tobias, down here on the field. The energy is pretty high tonight. I don't know if the energy is quite as good as it feels when we're at home at Bomber Stadium, but anyway, so big game tonight between the Bombers and the Goblins. As you guys have probably already talked about, both teams lost a pretty good player. We lost Drew Hannington, ankle fracture, and then Harrison's best player, Eli McNutt, had a severe knee injury. He's out for the year. So should be a good game tonight. I don't know that Harrison has the offense to put a lot of points on the board, so they're going to want to keep this game low scoring. Hopefully our offense can come out high-powered like last week, keep the turnovers down, and the Bombers can come away with a win here in Harrison, go to 2-0 in the season, and 2 in a row against Harrison the last 2 years. We'll catch up with you guys at halftime. Go Bombers.
All right, thanks, Russ. That's pretty awesome. If we way to get that, some sideline reporting. We're trying to catch up with Russ at halftime. Also, we're going to try to catch a player at the end of the game in order to do that.
You're listening to the Southern Construction pregame show. Make sure to hit up Southern Construction, your #1 trusted local roofing company. Call them today, 870-405-2359. Brad, do we have any texts coming in yet?
No text coming in yet. Make sure you hit us up on the Classic
Make sure
Hits.
We'll get that line out again, 870-321-6839. Amazing. It's just the crowd just keeps pouring in. Looks like people are still trickling in. Great accommodations up here tonight. We got into town. We had a great meal. It's been a good trip so far, guys.
It's been awesome. It's been a great trip. Once again, we got Barkley Terry joining us. Barkley, glad to have you, man.
This is a full tilt operation. I absolutely love being here. I love that this is a rivalry game. There's something special about rivalry games. It's that good old-fashioned I don't like you, you don't like me, Hatfields and McCoys, and it translates into great football most of the time.
And you said this is your first experience in Goblin Stadium, right?
First experience in Goblin Stadium to watch the high school team. I got to come over here with the youth program last year and take part of one of their tournaments. That was a great experience, and looking forward. Actually the Mountain Home Youth, the blue team, they will travel over here this fall and play the Harrison Youth program.
So let's talk about tomorrow's starting Youth Football League, right, guys? Both of you are involved with that heavily?
Yeah, we got 2 teams kicking off play tomorrow morning. We got the blue team that's going to play home at Bomber Stadium. They'll start at 9 o'clock with the 3rd grade. And we got 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th playing, and they'll just play one right after another. And then the gold team is going to head to Mountain View, and they're going to take on Mountain View. I believe starting at 9 as well.
Yeah, and I think Mountain View's the Yellow Jackets. Gate admission for that is $4 for adults, $2 for students, cheerleaders, athletes, and kids under 6 get in free at Mountain Home. That game in Mountain View starts at 10, and of course it goes in the same format, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. We're expecting the cheerleaders to be out there tomorrow. They're going to have a full concession stand. It should be a great Saturday morning for you to come out, watch some youth football, and really pour into these young athletes.
Also heard, too, and Deacon, I think you can confirm this. He's our man, our pilot over here, Deacon running everything. But at the Mountain Home games, there may actually even be some streaming of the games on Bomber Sports Network. Deacon's giving us a thumbs up on that. So if you are, tune into Bomber Sports Network. If you have the Mountain Home Athletics app, you can download that. You can pick up your roster. Not on the app. Okay, it's not going to be on the app. He just hit me up with that. But for all the games that are here, if you want to check out the app for Mountain Home high school football games, go download the Mountain Home Athletics app. You can find the roster. Say you're watching tonight's game and you look up and you're like, man, who's number 5 or who's number 12 or what year are they? It'll be on there and it'll have everything on there.
All the details. It's a great app. Deacon, you're doing a wonderful job on all that, man. We really appreciate the
great work.
It's good stuff. Easy to download in the App Store. Just go to the Apple App Store, Google Play Store. Got some fireworks going off here in Harrison.
Fireworks in Harrison. Hopefully that's the only time we get to hear those go off tonight. I don't know if their sponsor like that, but that'll be all right.
But, guys, what a night for football. I mean, we've been kind of building this all week, and, we've all been talking. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. Friday nights in the Ozarks, ready for some Bomber football. That's right. That's right. Make sure to keep hitting us up on that text line, 870-321-6839. Like we said, come out and support our youth football players tomorrow morning. As we look around the state, guys, the programs that are really getting it right and winning championships right now, you really can trace that lineage back to their youth program. So excited that Aries now involved in the youth program a couple years now, and I think you can really start to see some differences. And again, you'll be able to check that out tomorrow on Bomber Sports.
3rd through 6th grade, Tobias. There's athletes. 3rd through 6th grade, these guys are excited. They want to be Bombers, and I'm excited to see them, and you should be too.
And it's really great to see some of the high school kids, too. They will come out and actually work with the kids, see them giving back. I mean, they've all been there, and it's really neat to see. I mean, these kids just idolize these high school guys, and it's really neat.
So starting to get a couple texts in. We'll hit those before we go to our last break here before we get to kick off. We're about 11 minutes away here from football here in Harrison. We got tuning in from Crossett, Arkansas, supporting Bomber Caden Del Soto. Pumped to watch the extreme rival matchup here. Hey, go Bombers, whip up on Harrison. Great broadcast. It says we got here. Dr. K says go Bombers. Emily Reed, go Bombers. Appreciate you listening, Emily. Big supporter of the program. Tell Frau we said hello, too, as well. Tuning in from Crossett. I already got that one. Let's see. Bombers going to win. Bombers are going to bomb the Gobs. Lily Ford. Appreciate you tuning in, Lily. Hey, Sammy Raycraft, our man, the man who gets us all hooked up. Sammy's listening to us, and we got one more here from Anna and Jeff Carlson. They said they're traveling to a softball game, but watching on the app. What a better way to sit in your car and watch a little Bomber Sports. Thanks to Bomber Sports Network and the app. Yes. Thanks to the Carlsons. Got some future Lady Bombers coming up in that household as well. So,
and you mentioned Sammy, but a big shout out to Sammy. If he made this so simple that even we could hook it up.
That's
mainly
exactly
you,
right.
But you did a good job. So. We're going to take a quick break. We will be back. You're listening to Bomber Sports right here on Bomber Sports Network and Classic Hits 101.7. This is the Southern Construction pregame show.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose because you would do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent James Boyette will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you would do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent James Boyette in Mountain Home today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Discover the smile you've always wanted at North Arkansas Dental Group. They're your go-to family-friendly dental experts, ensuring your oral health is their top priority. Open Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Fridays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. They make dental care convenient for your busy schedule. Experience state-of-the-art facilities at their new location, 2338 Highway 62 West. From routine checkups to cosmetic dentistry, their skilled team is dedicated to providing personalized and comfortable care for all. Schedule your appointment today and let them brighten your smile.
Marion County, your local Arvis team is here to help you. Whether you want to open a small business or grow an existing business, we can help. We will also be by your side as you grow your farm or expand your farm equipment. I'm Katie Ratliff, and I'm here to help you turn your dream into a reality. Stop by either branch in Marion County, 802 East Main Street in Flippin or 105 North Panther Avenue in Yellville to see how my team can assist you.
Loan subject to credit approval. Equal housing lender.
Marion County, your local Arvis team is here to help you. Whether you want to open a small business or grow an existing business, we can help. We will also be by your side as you grow your farm or expand your farm equipment. I'm Katie Ratliff, and I'm here to help you turn your dream into a reality. Stop by either branch in Marion County, 802 East Main Street in Flippin, or 105 North Panther Avenue in Yellville to see how my team can assist you.
Loan subject to credit approval. Equal housing lender.
ASC Warranty is proud.
What we start with?
Welcome back to Harrison, Arkansas for the Bombers versus the Goblins. Guys, it's almost here. We're counting down the final seconds right now before kickoff. Captains are starting to walk out, and this thing's about underway. You're listening to the Southern Construction pregame show. Again, all your roofing needs, give Southern Construction a call, 870-405-2359, and continue to hit us up on that text line, 870-321-6839.
6 minutes and 45 seconds here before kickoff in this game. It looks like we do have our captain starting to walk out from Mountain Home. It looks like it's going to be Caleb Purdue. It's going to be number 67, number 73, number 1, and 13. So one thing you're going to hear, Eli Jones is going to be number 13 tonight. He is going to play he's going to play a little bit of tight end, so they had to get him a tight end eligible number. So he is 1. Eli Jones. 73 is Caleb Purdue. 67 is going to be... We don't have a 67, so it's going to be a number. They've changed up some numbers on us here. We'll see if we can figure that. Looks like Nate. It kind of looks like, it's 57. That's Nate. I was about to say, it looks like Nate down there. Nate Henderson, number 57, and then number 1, Jacob Chenoweth, is Mountain Home's captains. As far as Harrison's captains, we don't see them yet. But I tell you what, we're going to go through the starting lineups here for Mountain Home and for Harrison. Barkley, let's start with Harrison's starting offensive lineup.
Yeah, starting for Harrison, starting line at left tackle, number 57, Dayton Waters. At left guard, number 65, Layden Layfield. At center, senior, number 52, Ben Estes. At right guard, junior, number 64, Tate Robinson. And at right tackle, a senior, number 78, Leighton Alds. Starting at quarterback is number 2, Peyton Reese, a junior, and starting receiver is number 14, Lucas Brumley. At tight end, they got number 87, Teed Deacons. And at wide receiver 2, they got number 1, John Bartlett. Starting running back will be number 9, Sky Lee, with the backup running back being number 24, Jackson Ramsey.
So combating that in the Mountain Home defense, you're looking at Aiden Setzer on defensive end, a senior. Nose guard is going to be Noah Greninger, a senior. Defensive tackle, senior Eli Jones. Defensive end is going to be senior Brenton Setzer. Linebacker, Dawson Dunlap. Linebacker is a senior. Linebacker junior, Caden Del Soto. And linebacker junior, Blake Vacco. On the back end for Mountain Home, you're going to have a senior cornerback, Talon Palmer. You're going to have a free safety junior, number 5, Barrett Miller. You're going to have as a weak side safety, you're going to have a number junior, Dawson Dunlap, so he's going to fall back and forth between the starters and that. And then the other cornerback you're going to have is senior Jacob Chenoweth.
Tonight's officials brought to you by Southern Construction. We got Ed Nolan, we got Mike Bundy, we got Steve Risden, and we got Lyle Bryant for tonight's officials.
So Harrison's captains tonight are going to be number 52, Ben Estes, which is a senior, and number 39, Camden Long, which is also a senior. They're getting ready to take the field. They're walking out now. They're kind of waiting. Harrison's lining up. As we're waiting on that, let's go over the starting defense for Mountain Home and Harrison. We'll start with Harrison's starting defense.
You just mentioned him, a captain tonight, number 52, senior defensive end Ben Estes. At nose guard, junior, number 51, Brody Weeks. At defensive end, number 68, senior Trey Turner. And at a roving outside linebacker, they got number 16, a senior Owen Strode. At inside linebacker, the other captain, senior, number 39, Camden Long. And number 43, junior Ty Bundy. And at the other rover outside linebacker, you got number 13, a sophomore, the only sophomore underclassman on this defense, Jenner Thomas.
So on the offensive side of things for Mountain Home, we talked about these guys before we started. Left tackle Caleb Perdue, Nate Henderson at left guard. Center is going to be Nathan Yarbrough. Right guard Lucas Bachstaller. They call him Bach. Right tackle Eston Ford. Playing the wide receiver, you got Bryce Kincaid and Caden Dotson, as well as Gus Wilbur. Running back Jacob Chenoweth is getting the nod at starting, and then quarterback is Brantley Phillips.
Tell us who you're cheering for tonight on the Classic Hits text line. Call or text 870-321-6839. Do not call. Please do not call.
Do not
the
call.
The phone does not work.
Do
Just
not
text
call.
870-321-6839. Big shout out to our man Mark Bertel watching out there.
Yeah, I got Van Nallen here on the text line. It says, what about this crowd? Brody coming in loud and clear. Brody brought Black, our last week fan of the week. Stay tuned. Maybe third quarter we got a different fan of the week. We'll have to hear about that.
Yeah, big surprise on that this week.
Alex Pizzamini, he said he's got the Bombers by 90. You got to love that Bomber pride running deep through an ex-Bomber
man, if my man Alex is watching, I got something for you, brother. I saw that pancake you laid down last night. Nice job. Way to represent the Bombers on the collegiate level.
Right?
Yeah, dude, he's getting it done.
That's awesome. So Kurt Caulfield said he's watching. Got a daughter that's in schools. Rooting for the guys in the app. Gail Henderson Perry, class of 73, watching all the way from Alabama. That's pretty awesome. So far we've got several different states. So the toss is up in the air. It looks like that Mountain Home has won the toss. They've chose to defer to the second half. Harrison is going to receive here. Harrison will be moving right to left. Harrison's going to be in their blue home uniforms and white pants with the blue stripe. Mountain Home is going to be in their all-white uniforms. Going to have blue numerals outlined by gold, the blue stripes on the sleeve. I love the clean look of the white uniforms. They got their white helmet with the fighter pilot's face on the side of it. It's pretty awesome. We are about 1 minute away from kickoff. Tobias, are you excited?
Man, I'm pumped. And we really appreciate Southern Construction for sponsoring the pregame show. Again, if you need them, give them a call, 870-405-2359. And keep hitting us up on the text line, 870-321-6839. Let us know where you're watching from tonight, who you're rooting for, and what your predicted score is. Also, new wrinkle tonight, we want your favorite memes. Text us your memes, and we might try to put one out into the intrawebs.
We will see. We will see. We're maybe asking for a lot right here. You got to watch out. Steve Austin's just listening on the way to drill. Thanks for your service, Steve. We appreciate you. You were recognized last week at Bomber Stadium. We appreciate that. See, we've got – tell us more about Eli Jones at tight end, looking for a little more blocking and physicality. That is exactly right. That's why Eli's going to be there. Hopefully give us a little set the edge on the run. He had to have a tight end eligible number. Football still has this kind of little quirks, and one of them is you have to be an eligible receiver number. As Harrison is running out the field, they run through their Goblin that is blown up as Mountain Home runs out on the far sideline. Harrison coming out in front of their stands. All the stands here are standing up.
When you put a physical beast like him at tight end, it ain't back there to catch passes, I can promise you.
No, it's not. It's not to catch. I've seen Eli's hands.
And that's going to wrap up the Southern Construction pregame show right here on Classic Hits 101.7 and streaming live on Bomber Sports Network on YouTube. Keep hitting us up on the text line, 870-321-6839. I mentioned Mark, but I failed to mention Kelsey Bertel. She's listening as well.
Awesome.
So big shout out to them out there. Big supporters of Bombers athletics. The officials are gathered for the pregame.
Let's get some football going right here.
Well, it feels good. It feels good.
Well, if you're not excited about this, you don't have a pulse tonight, folks. This is one of the greatest matchups in all of high school football in the state of Arkansas. Two teams that just, quite frankly, do not like each other.
Laney Gidry tuning in. Hey, you know what? We have Jimmy. He says, Jimmy from Mountain Home says, we need more rivalries like this. This is what makes college football well.
You're listening to Bomber Football on Classic Hits 101.7, KCTT, Mountain Home, Yellville.
And we are ready for kickoff, folks. Today's first quarter is going to be brought to you by Clay Maxey Chevrolet. Clay Maxey Chevrolet first quarter. Once again, this is something we're doing different this year. Going to allow to have some quarter sponsors, allow us to keep it here. Mountain Home is set to kick as Isaac Ballard sets back at the ball set at the 40-yard line. They will be going left to right here on your radio dial. Harrison will be going right to left, and Ballard approaches the ball, and he puts a big leg into it. It is going to be fielded at the 5-yard line. It's going to be dropped. The ball's on the ground, and Mountain Home is on it. Mountain Home is on it right now off the opening kickoff. The ball bounced off the face mask right into Mountain Home's hands. We will take over first down and 10 at the Harrison 15-yard line. Goodness, ask for a better start on this Friday night.
Can't draw it up any better than that.
That's how you want to start a game.
Oh, my goodness. Mountain Home offense taking over first and 10 as the Harrison crowd is silent right now.
You can hear a pin drop on this side.
Brantley gonna be in shotgun, takes the snap, handoff to Chenoweth up the middle. He's gonna drive up the middle. We got Harrison fans over here. They're giving us a hard time. That's all right. Chenoweth is gonna gain 5 yards to the 10-yard line.
And now you need the offense to capitalize right here, Brad. They just, a lot of excitement right there.
Second down and 5 from the 10 as Brantley takes the snap. Another handoff, fakes the handoff this time. He's going to keep left side. Touchdown, Bombers! A 2-play, 15-yard drive to start off this game. Brantley Phillips capitalizes with a 10-yard touchdown. Mountain Home takes the quick 6-0 lead with 11:30 left here in this Clay Maxey Chevrolet first quarter.
3 minutes and 30 seconds, right?
30 seconds,
30
right?
seconds.
Ballard behind the extra point, kicks it. It is through. Mountain Home 7-0 lead. Wow, what a way to start this game.
I got so excited, math became hard again, Brad.
30 seconds in, diving on top of them. That's how you want to get on a team that's your rival.
And what a way to start this. Bombers took the opening kickoff, bounced off the face mask of the Harrison Goblin. Bombers recover and punch it in.
Punch it in 2 plays. 30 seconds. Mountain Home with a quick 7-0 lead. Let's do it again right here as Ballard gets ready to kick off. 11:30 left here in this Clay Maxey Chevrolet first quarter. Bombers leading 7-0. Here's our homage to Brad Hallworth. I think we missed it the first time. Brad Hallworth, a huge Chiefs fan. Every time the Bombers kick off, we're gonna just represent.
We miss you up here in the booth, brother.
We do miss you, Brad. We miss you up here. Ballard gonna put a foot into this one. It's gonna be another deep kick. Let's see if it's fielded this time. He's actually gonna let it go over his head. Probably smart play right there as it bounds through the end zone. Harrison will finally get their first chance at offense at the 20-yard line after the kickback by Ballard. Touchback by Ballard.
Defense got a little bit extra rest there.
And tell me about how awesome is it to come out knowing you're playing with the lead already?
Dude, that's huge for a defense. They're coming out here. They're excited. They already have all the energy. The momentum's on their side. They just got to deliver now. They got to put it to Harrison. 3 and out would be amazing.
What an exciting start to this Clay Maxey first quarter.
First look here at our Harrison offense. And it does look like that Reese is going to be behind center. He's going to take the snap. He's rolling right. He's looking to pass, and he's going to run it around the right side. He gets out past the 20. There's our first boom of the night, and that is brought to you by guess who, ladies and gentlemen?
Number 12.
Dawson the dog Dunlap. It looked like Reese had room to run right there. He rounded that corner, and he gained about 1 yard, and he paid for that.
He's going to fill that one in the morning.
Dunlap fired like a missile out of there and met Reese. Going to be second down and 9 at the 21-yard line. Reese takes a snap. He's going to fake the handoff, and he has nowhere to go. Mountain Home meets him in the backfield for no gain. Going to bring up third down and 9 at the 21. I don't think Harrison's going to be able to get on that inside run like they're going to want to.
No, those gaps closed up way too fast there. There's nowhere for them to go.
Third down and 9 here as the clock ticks at 10:35 left in this Clay Maxey Chevrolet first quarter. Harrison's going to try to slow the game down. They know their offense can't stick with Mountain Homes, I think. They're going to watch this play clock run down as it ticks down to 10 seconds here left. Reese is going to bring a man in motion. He's going to take the snap. It's going to be an end around. He's got some room on the outside. Number 24 runs. He gets out past the 30 to the 34-yard line. They're going to say first down Harrison. That was number 24, Jackson Ramsey on the end around the left side.
Talon Palmer comes over there and lays a little lick on him.
Keep hitting us up at the text line. Classic Hits 1017 text line.
870-321-6839.
Crooker family's watching. Appreciate you guys. What a start to the game. Hearing all kinds of that. Is this going to bring first down and 10 at the 34 for Harrison? Reese going to take the snap. He's going to roll out right. He is met, and it's going to be a flag on the play.
I think they're going to have to call
flag on the play. They're going to get holding.
Yeah.
It looked like, was it Eli Jones got back there fast in the backfield. He was about to get to the quarterback, and he just got drugged down.
He did, Brad. Number 2 took a pop on that play. He's feeling it.
After he did.
Yeah, he took a pop. He's going to remember that later.
Harrison's offense is automatically backing up. It's going to be holding on Harrison like we thought. Eli Jones got back there fast. It looked like that it was going to be a very easy sack, and he got held down. That's going to put Harrison behind the chains. It is a spot foul. So it's going to push them all the way back to the 24-yard line.
So right now looking at first and 20?
First and 20 is what it's going to be. I think it should be a little further than that if it was the running back. First and 20 as Harrison takes over the ball here at the 24-yard line. Reese is going to be back in shotgun. He's trying to get everybody set. He's got backs to both sides of him here. Reese takes the snap. It's going to be an inside handoff, and he's going to gain about 5, maybe 6 yards. They're going to give him the 30-yard line, going to bring up second down, and we'll call it 14 here.
And another solo tackle by Dunlap right there. Just coming in, filling that hole, giving them a couple, but not letting them get off of them.
Dunlap's having a good start to this game so far. This is where Harrison struggles. I don't know what their passing game quite looks like. We'll see if they try to pass right here. Reese is going to be flanked to his left side by Ramsey. He's going to send Ramsey out to that sideline. It's going to be that tight end screen. It is almost picked off. This is one thing we saw when they moved their running back and motioned him outside. Look for that tight end screen. The ball was thrown a little hard through the tight end's hands. Almost had a chance to pick it off. I think that was Setzer that got a hand on it.
Yeah, and I think Vacco had a chance to grab it.
After it got hit. Yeah. Vacco looking at it. So it's going to bring out third down and 14 with 9:21 here. Bombers leading already early. 7-0 here in this Clay Maxey Chevrolet first quarter.
This is where those DNs need to pin their ears back and just absolutely finish this series off.
Keep hitting us up on the text line, 870-321-6839.
Jeff and Kerry watching from Little Rock. Third down and 14. Reese is going to send a man in motion. He's going to take the snap. He's going to roll right. He's looking to pass. Mountain Home's going to flush him out of the pocket. He's going to throw across the middle. It's going to be high. Too high for his receiver. Incomplete pass. Going to bring up fourth down and 14. Mountain Home's defense with a great job on the stop.
And that's going to bring on the punt team for Harrison.
They had a man running. It looked like it was thrown a little bit high. It looked like Aiden Setzer got held a little bit on that play. He had a beeline to the quarterback, but something to watch about. He did flush him out and make him throw off the run. Good job there by Sets.
Defense is fast and furious, Brad. Sometimes all you can do is hold on.
That's right. Harrison going to be able to punt here. 9:16 left in this Clay Maxey Chevrolet first quarter. The snap is back, and the kick is almost blocked. It is almost blocked. It is going to bounce at the 45. It's going to take a Mountain Home bounce as it just barely checks up. Looks like Tobias's 9-iron going into the greens there at Big Creek. It's going to stop at the 42-yard line. That is where Mountain Home will set up shop in their second possession here of this first quarter.
Rolled up nicely. You know, Brad, I want to talk about our first quarter sponsor, Clay Maxey, a little bit. So me and my wife were on our way to catch a flight in Little Rock. And on the way, my car started making noise, started breaking down. And I limped in to Clay Maxey dealership there in Conway, or in Clinton. And Manny helped me out.
That's awesome. Brantley's going to take the pitch to the outside to Chenoweth. Chenoweth's going to stay patient. Kind of a busted-looking play to start. Not quite what Mountain Home had in mind, but Chenoweth with a great job to turn what looked like a busted play into at least 2 yards out to the 49-yard line. That's going to bring up second down and 8. You know, Eric was in here with us last week. What was his line? Rock
like a rock
always beats scissors.
That's right. That was crafty.
Eric, you have to shoot us a text and give us a liner for tonight, man. Brantley's going to move Chenoweth to his right. It's going to be the option play. He's going to hit him on the outside, nowhere to go. Harrison did a good job stringing this out.
Still on his feet.
Chenoweth is still on his feet. Is this going to take the whole Harrison team to finally bring him down? Not sure if that's what you want to do if you're Mountain Home, as it takes him all the way back to the 32-yard line. Chenoweth tried to stay on his feet, but he went negative yards quickly. Going to bring third down and forever for Mountain Home.
And he's just trying to make something happen there, Brad. He's dancing. I mean, just keep driving his feet as best he could. Just unfortunately, we quite a loss on that one.
Yep. Mountain Home usually takes a couple possessions to get going here on the first end of things. 8 minutes left here in this Clay Maxey Chevrolet first quarter. Is going to be Brantley in shotgun. He's looking to throw. Throws across the middle. Receiver catches it. He's hit immediately as the ball gets out to the 39-yard line. It's going to be a 7-yard gain, but keeps us well short of the first down marker, which is into Harrison. And Mountain Home looks like we're going to have to punt here on the second possession.
Not how the Bombers want that to go.
Brantley is back as our punter. Mountain Home lines up in punt formation. They'll snap the ball at the 39. The snap is back. The kick is up, and the kick is a good one. Way over the head of Harrison's return man. Bounds high. Drops inside the 10.
Oh, can they keep it out?
Can they keep it in? Good hustle there by number 17 for Mountain Home, but it is going to be a touchback. Gus Wilbur with a full-out effort, trying to keep the ball out of the end zone, and it just trickles into the end zone. Harrison will start this possession, first down and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Oh, Gus gets a 10 for effort there. I mean, he was just inches away from being able to save that one from going in the end zone, so just hats off to him on that play. Wow, he was super close. Keep hitting us up on the text line, 870-321-6839.
The Rowe family's watching. John, Luke, Katie, and Elliot rooting for the Bombers, watching on the Bomber Sports Network. Go Aiden Pittman. Shout out to Aiden Pittman from his family. Go Bombers. Mountain Home going to set up defense. Harrison first and 10 on the 20 with an empty backfield as Reese sends a man in motion. It's going to be an end around to the outside. Mountain Home does a decent job of stringing it out as the running back Ramsey's going to get met about the 25-yard line. He's going to fall forward to the 27. Good gain on first down for Harrison. It's going to bring up second down and 3.
Number 5, Barrett Miller got a little pop in on that one.
They like that end around action. They feel like there is a sideline warning now here on Harrison. Sideline warning on Harrison. That might be the first time that's ever been called at this stadium.
They're not sure what to do. Yeah.
Harrison, second down and 3 here at the 27-yard line. Snap's going to be up the middle. They're going to try to run up the middle, and he's going to be met in the middle. Good job by Mountain Home as they come and fill the hole. Hunter Estes comes flying in and lays the boom.
Hunter Estes hit him like a Mack truck there. He's going to be feeling that one come tomorrow morning.
And you know that those little hits like that add up over a game. If you're Mountain Home, if you can continue, he did pick up 5 yards as he got outside to the 33-yard line. If you can continue hits like that and make Harrison feel for it, they're going to think twice. And when it comes fourth quarter, they're going to be a little slower as Harrison slowing the game down here. 20 seconds left on the play clock as they're finally sending subs in here. 6 minutes and 7 seconds left here in this Clay Maxey first quarter.
We're not used to all this time to talk on offense.
I know.
This is a new.
First down and 10 at the 33-yard line. This is Harrison's second possession. Reese going to take the snap. It's going to be option. He's going to keep it up the middle, and he is going to get maybe 1 yard.
Setzer boys again. That last one was a family affair. This one, Aiden decided to take it himself. That's a beautiful thing to watch.
Your Bomber bingo card might have Setzer sandwich in there, so if those words get said in a Setzer sandwich, you can mark that off a Bomber bingo card.
I think we'll add that for next week. That's great.
That's a good one.
We got to
right?
have that one on there. Of course, last week we got the Like a Rock. Rock always beats Scissor.
That's right.
And Eric. So we'll keep adding to that bingo card.
5:18 left here in this Clay Maxey Chevrolet first quarter. Bombers leading 7-0 as Harrison's trying to slow the game down here. Keep this close. Reese going to take the snap. It's a hand up the middle, and Harrison has room to run. Good tackle on the back end by Hunter Estes, but not before the running back was able to get 10 yards out to the 45-yard line. Going to bring up a first down and 10 as Harrison's starting to lean on their running game a little bit.
Yeah, they came back to the left-hand side with a trap there and just found a little wrinkle.
Ethan Durack, Battalion Commanding Officer in Mountain Home, NJRTC, in Gulf Shores, Alabama listening. Appreciate it. Keep hitting us up on the text line as Reese slowing things down, looking to the sideline. They're not going to want to snap the ball till there's 15 seconds or left here on the game clock or the play clock. Reese finally snaps. It's another trap inside. He's got room to run. They're finding something they're liking right here on this inside little trap play, as Harrison's going to pick up 7 yards on first down as they get their first time into Mountain Home territory.
Yeah, Ethan was our guest last week, and they posted a video today that was shared on KTL's Facebook page. They were down there on a aircraft carrier. He's going to probably correct me. Man, it was awesome.
We got a sideline warning here.
Is that one on Mountain Home?
I don't know what the call was. That was on Mountain Home, but then why did they mark off a penalty on that one?
Not sure.
Not sure what the call was there. It looks like they're saying put 3:22 maybe on the clock.
Yeah.
Officials trying to set the clock here.
8 minutes into this game, Brad, and this is the first time that Harrison has crossed the 50-yard line. It's time for the defense to bow their back here and not let them get any more yardage.
This Clay Maxey Chevrolet first quarter, it's been a dogfight so far.
He did say Battleship USS Alabama. You're right. He did correct you there.
I told you.
We got some viewers watching from Tupelo, Mississippi here. Harrison after the penalty, gonna take the ball. First down and 10 at the 43. It's gonna be an inside handoff.
There it is.
Dawson Dunlap and Caden Del Soto meet the running back number 18 from Harrison here. That is Hagan Woodworth for a loss of 2 yards. Flew through the gap. They went to the well one too many times on an inside trap.
You got Dawson and Estes over there. A double dog.
Double dog over there. Stacy Whitehead and Samaya Roberts, 7 years old, from Nelson Welks watching. Appreciate you girls watching. Kreiner family watching from Huntsville, Alabama.
What's up, Kreiners?
Second down. They're going to say he lost 3 yards. Second down and 13 here. They're still going to continue the inside handoff, and Mountain Home is going to stack them up, as I think everybody in white other than the defensive backs who are out playing the receivers were in on that tackle for Mountain Home.
Stacked them up there. Just great play by the defense. Nowhere for them to go.
Going to bring up a big third down and 11 at the 44-yard line of Mountain Home as Harrison finally reached into Mountain Home territory. Mountain Home's defense trying to get a big stop. The only score of this game right now, 7-0. Mountain Home was able to capitalize after a Harrison fumble on the opening kickoff. Harrison is going to let this clock go on down. The play clock's down to 14, 2:57 on the game clock here. This Clay Maxey Chevrolet first quarter. But Mountain Home trying to get a big stop to get off the field and let our offense have the ball. Reese going to send a man in motion. He's going to take the snap. He's rolling right. He's going to look to pass this time. He's looking downfield. He has time. And there's a holding, but Aiden Setzer with the sack. Aiden Setzer brings down Reese back behind the 50-yard line at the 49. There's a flag on the play right there.
It's got to be holding.
It's got to be holding because Setzer was just getting mugged. He shook off the hold, was able to make the sack. You're going to see Mountain Home decline this penalty right here, I would think. That's going to bring up fourth down and at least 17, maybe 18, depending on where they spot the ball.
It was an obvious hold, guys. We were working with their youth team the other day. It taught them, you can't get outside like that. I mean, he was really like shaking him. You can't. It was pretty obvious.
It is going to be holding. Mountain Home is going to decline the penalty. That is going to be, the ball is going to be at the 49-yard line, and Harrison is bringing their punt team in here with 2:38 left in this Clay Maxey Chevrolet first quarter.
It warms my heart, Brad, to see them finish this drive at the 49-yard line. To finish this
push
drive
it back into Harrison.
Their territory. I love that. For a defensive perspective, I'm sure Coach Harry's drooling over there about that.
Stay on your own side of the 50.
The snap is back. The punt is away. Good kick here as Caden Dawson is back. He's going to back away from this ball. He's going to bound inside the 20, keep rolling, trickling down to the 16-yard line, and that is where Mountain Home will take over possession, their third possession here of this first quarter.
Keep hitting us up on the text line, 870-321-6839.
Brandon Barnes tuning in. Appreciate you, Brandon. Appreciate you at the Gridiron Club helping raise money for this football team.
Big auctioneer, yeah. He got it done that night.
Go Big Center from his papa in Grenada, Mississippi. Love when family's watching. That's what this Bomber Sports is about, letting family all over the country watch their family play. Brantley takes the snap. It is an inside handoff of Mountain Home. Looks like Chenoweth this time as he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards. They're going to say it's going to be 3 yards out to the 19-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7.
Bombers don't seem to be in too huge of a hurry here.
Elijah Williams, Mountain Home High School watching. Jared Studner, class of 94. Go Bombers watching. Brantley's going to be in the shotgun. 2nd down, 7. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to keep this time. He's going to get around the right side. He's going to get out past the 20 to the 21. He's going to be met there by a host of Goblins.
Led by number 51, that's Brody Weeks. He's a 6'2", 266-pound junior. It looks like he's a brick house.
87 T. Deacons also in on that tackle for Harrison. It's going to bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 5 from the 21-yard line. 1:35 left here in this quarter. Brandon's going to turn around. It's a handoff inside to Chenoweth. Chenoweth is going to get grabbed. He's going to get tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 4th down and 5 at the 21.
And we've seen this in the benefit game, Brad. We saw it last week. 2 or 3 series for Bomber offense to really just get churning.
Yeah, it's kind of just handoffs up the middle, really not showing a whole lot here. I think they're trusting their defense right now until they see Harrison try to do something different. They're going to say, look, we're going to play safe. We're not going to give the ball away. Let Harrison get a quick strike score here. 1 minute left here in this first quarter by Clay Maxey. Snap is away. Brantley's going to kick it, and it is a booming kick. This ball is kicked all the way inside the 20, down inside the 15, down inside the 10, rolling as it rolls out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Brantley kicked that ball from our own 15 all the way down to the 10-yard line on the opposite end of the field.
He kicked the
Go ahead, Tobias.
He kicked the laces off that one, guys.
75-yard punt.
Holy
for your starting QB.
What a way to flip the field as Mountain Home goes 3 and out on their 3rd possession, but Brantley puts a jolt into one, kicks that ball down into the 10-yard line. Now Mountain Home's defense is in business. Let's see if we can pin our ears back, get a couple losses, and try to flip this field position here.
Well, if you're a quarterback and you don't like your back against the end zone, I guess that's one way to fix it. Just kick the laces off of it.
Got a text from my wife. She's watching in Little Rock. They're down at a tennis tournament. She's got it pulled up on Bomber Sports. Appreciate you listening in. Kara, you got to hear me all the time. Now you get to hear me again.
Are they playing tomorrow or they play today?
They play today.
They win?
No, they did not. Harrison took a snap. It is going to be a run off the left side. Mountain Home is trailing this play. They are in the backfield. They're going to tackle Reese, who tried to keep that as a quarterback. It's going to be a 1-yard loss. There's 35 seconds left here. Play clock and game clock are exactly, looks like there's 1 second different here. Harrison is going to be able to run this out. I believe they will. I don't think you'll see them snap it again as we come to the end of this first quarter. There's 20 seconds left here. That was a 1-yard loss. Mountain Home's defense doing a great job here.
That makes 2 tackles for losses for Dunlap, and then you got Hunter Estes, number 24. He's been all over the field tonight. He's already got 4 tackles.
He's doing a great job filling the hole. We got 6 seconds left here. We are going to take a quick break in this Clay Maxey first quarter. Your Bombers are leading 7-0 here at Harrison. You're listening to Bomber Sports on Bomber Sports Network and listening on Classic Hits 101.7.
Want to know where you can find great deals on clothing, furniture, home decor, household goods, toys, and more? It's the Salvation Army Thrift Store. Whether you're helping out by donating to the thrift store or by shopping, you're making a real difference in the lives of our neighbors. Stop by the Salvation Army Thrift Store on Highway 201 North in Mountain Home today to find great deals on all of the essentials. That's the Salvation Army Thrift Store, located on Highway 201 North in Mountain Home.
Are you building a new house? Not sure where your property lines are? Strider Consulting can help. They are a civil engineering and land surveying firm located at 142 South College Street in Mountain Home. With over 23 years in the business, Strider Consulting has the experience and expertise to bring your project to life. Visit strider.consulting to see the full list of services and request your quote today. Strider Consulting is a proud supporter of the Mountain Home Bombers Athletics. Strider Consulting, engineering of the future.
7-0. This is the Twin Lakes Orthopedics second quarter. Mountain Home has Harrison behind the stick, 2nd and 11 at the 9-yard line with their back against the goal line. Reese takes a snap. It's going to be a fake screen, and Mountain Home has it covered. He just has to throw this ball out of bounds. Mountain Home's defense did a great job. He couldn't even throw the ball. He had a lineman 15 yards downfield. I think he was supposed to be set up as a screen pass, but Mountain Home was well aware of what was going on.
He was throwing that out route to the cheerleader over there.
He was, yeah. Hey, Barkley, we got some love for you here. Barkley's a keeper. Jamie McCracken, class of 94. Kingston McCracken, 6th grade. Barkley didn't know you had so much love on here, bro.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
That boy.
Barkley's going to become famous. Hey, the Steiners, also alumni. Hey, we heard Mr. Rick might have had some fun this week. We love to hear about it, Mr. Rick. Appreciate you and all your Bomber love. Let's
all your
put it
mischief.
that way.
We love
That's
it.
right. 3rd down and 11 here at the 9-yard line as the down marker still says 2nd. Now he's got it to 3rd. Reese is going to be in the shotgun. Oh, yeah, there's a flag. Okay, that's why we're waiting. It is a legal man downfield. That's what that is. Yeah, number 52 was 15 yards downfield. It had to be a call, but Mountain Home declined the penalty. Going to bring up 3rd down and 11 from the 9. As Reese takes this snap, he's dropping back to pass. He's going to throw across the middle. He's got Skylar Lee. Nice little pass and catch on the little flat route as Skylar gets out past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Just enough for 1st down yardage as Harrison picks up a 1st down at the 22.
Yeah, Skylar threw a little stiff arm there to get a few extra yards. Good run there for him on the outside.
Says hi, Coach Terry D'Angelo Savino from Mountain Home listening. Appreciate that.
A lot of love tonight, boys.
Shout out to Hayden Savage. He used to work at KY390s over at Mammoth Spring Schools watching tonight.
Bishop family watching. Looks like a sweet little outdoor setup they got going on. Love to join you guys. 1st down and 10 at the 22 as Harrison takes a snap. Reese is going to roll out to his left looking to pass. Mountain Home has got all over, and Reese is going to keep the ball, and he's going to run. He's going to cut it back inside, and he is going to pay for it, but he's going to pick up 9 yards as Barrett Miller comes up and makes the tackle. Good 9-yard gain out to the 31 for Harrison on 1st down.
Defense in great pursuit there.
Rich Jarling watching from the Promised Land area. Go Bombers. Appreciate you, Mr. Rich. Baxter County 911 tuning in.
Shout out to those folks.
Absolutely.
Man, they do a tremendous job.
Absolutely helping keep Baxter County what it is and safe what it is. 2nd down and 1 as Reese takes a snap. Inside handoff, and it is going to go nowhere. Nowhere. Looked like, who was that on the tackle? Was that number 8? Aiden Setzer came in, but I tell you what, he had to get down because Hunter Estes was flying in right there.
Yeah, and DeSoto started that business. It was goofy. Yeah, love it.
Tonight's 2nd quarter brought to you by Twin Lakes Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, keeping your life in motion. Doctors Russ Rawls, Jason McConnell, and Don Franklin are all former college athletes, and they understand sports injuries from personal perspective and can get you back to playing your favorite sports.
Harrison takes a snap on 3rd and 1. They're going to run it up the middle. He's going to keep his legs churning and fight for yardage, and they are going to say he's going to fall forward out to the 34-yard line. Just enough for 1st down yardage as Hagan Woodworth is the ball carrier there, and he dives out past the 1st down marker. He's going to give Harrison a 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And a shout out to Dr. Russ Rawls, our sideline man. Yes. Right. Give Twin Lakes Orthopedics and Sports Medicine a call today, 870-424-3400.
10 minutes left here in this Twin Lakes Orthopedics 2nd quarter. Bombers leading 7-0 off a quick early touchdown. Off a fumble from Harrison. 1st down and 10. Reese takes a handoff. It's going to be a handoff to Lee, and Lee is going to be met in the hole. He's going to keep his feet driving as he gets 4 yards. Good run there by Sky Lee. As he's going to run, he's got an older sister that plays for the Harrison basketball team in London.
And Brad, Dr. Nick Souter is going to be joining the Twin Lakes Orthopedics and Sports Medicine crew in September. He and his family are moving from the Panhandle of Texas and will be a great addition to our community. We're excited for him to get joined and get over here. Twin Lakes Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, keeping your life in motion.
2nd down and 6 at the 38 as Reese takes a snap. He's going to throw the ball. It's going to be caught by his receiver, number 1, out past the 45 to the 46. Kind of a weird-looking play. It looked like he tried to hit the underneath receiver, and it went over his head, but made its way out to John Bartlett, the senior.
Chenoweth broke down, made a great tackle there, didn't allow him to get any further, and they're inching closer to that midfield mark that we just don't want them to cross.
Most teams are worried about the touchdown. We're just worried about the 50-yard line. I love it. First down and 10 at the 46 as Harrison does, as Barkley mentioned, get close to 50. Reese is going to take a pass. He's going to pass out to the right. It's going to be thrown out to the receiver as the receiver is going to catch it out here. A little extracurricular going on, but no flag.
We got away with one there.
We did. Dawson Dunlap got caught up with a looked like a receiver out there, but we got away with a little one there. So
you want to?
Well, it was really one. Number one was coming off there, John Bartlett, and I kind of hit him a little bit after the play, and the dog, Dawson Dunlop, did not like that.
But the pass was complete for 7 yards. Now we got a sideline warning over here at Harrison, it looks like.
How many of those have we had tonight?
That's our third one.
That's 2 on Harrison, though.
I think they called the first one on Mountain Home.
I think that is 2 on Harrison.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there has been 1 on each team.
No, I think I missed the first one. I think I called on Harrison. I think it was on Mountain Home. That's why we got penalized the second time that it was there. They did not move the ball. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 as Harrison did get into Mountain Home territory after that catch. They're at the 47-yard line. Reese is going to take a snap. He's going to fake the option and keep the ball up the middle. He's going to get out past the 40, down into the 35 to the 36-yard line. Harrison on march right here. They're kind of pushing Mountain Home back. Going to be 1st down and 10 at the 36.
And he just spread them out there and just found that wrinkle right up the middle.
Christy Morris and Lisa Holder watching from Mountain Home. Class of 72, Gordon Knight, Claremont, Florida. We got Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida. Bobby Peavy, we have some cruisers of Mountain Home watching here in Mountain Home.
Oh, the cruisers. Man, I always like going to see them.
Go Bombers from the Maxies. Hey, Clay, we got your first quarter sponsor. This quarter, though, is brought to you by Twin Lakes Orthopedics. 7:25 left as Bombers lead 7-0. Reese is going to take the snap. It's going to be a quarterback run the whole time. He's going to find some room. He's going to get up the middle, down past the 30, down to the 25. He's going to fall forward right at the 1st down sticks. That's going to be enough for 1st down yardage. Harrison on the move down to the Mountain Home 25.
Hunter Estes again. He's all over the field tonight. He must have had a big old bowl of Wheaties this morning.
Twin Lakes Orthopedics and Sports Medicine offers stem cell treatments and platelet-rich plasma therapies, as well as steroid injection treatments and acid gel injections.
The Edens family says Barkley's the star. I might take offense to that. It's always the new guy.
Right.
It's always the new guy.
It'll wear off.
Yeah.
He is a star.
He is a star. I agree. I love the stats. 1st down and 10 at the 25 as Reese takes its design quarterback run. He's going to hit that inside hole. He's going to be met hard. Hunter Estes again all over the field as Reese comes up. He's going to get 6 yards on the play, though, down to the 19, but he is going to pay for those 6 yards as Hunter Estes comes up and lays a boom on Reese.
He stuck him. Lowered that shoulder and just ran right through him.
Yeah, as a running back, Tobias, you're going to get tired of that. And then that quarterback, it's not the running back, it's the quarterback keeps. He's got to get tired of that at some point.
That's right. It's always kind of related to a boxing match. You know, you can only take so many shots to the face.
That's right.
It just keep hitting them in the mouth every time.
Mark and Laura Case are watching from Mountain Home. Appreciate you guys. Blake's nephew watching. Blake's nephew Colson watching, saying, "Go Uncle Bub," I believe is what it says. Awesome. As Harrison's going to take a timeout here. Harrison's going to take a timeout with 5:57 left here in this Twin Lakes Orthopedic 1st down. Bombers leading 7-0. You're watching Bomber Sports, or Bomber Football on Bomber Sports and listening on Classic Hits 101.7. .57 left here in this 2nd quarter, guys. What do we got to do with a big defensive stop?
They've just been found way too many wrinkles in the middle, Brad. It's just been, they've found some kind of seam there that they liked, and they've exposed it, and it's been kind of obvious his last series.
Yeah, that quarterback's just able to keep it. He's faking that outside run, and he's kind of keeping it up the middle there. And, we welcome back our radio viewers that have been listening on as we're here at Harrison Stadium. Harrison coming out 7-0. We're just talking about how Bombers got to find something to stop that inside run.
I feel like at some point they're going to put a spy on him. If he keeps this up, they're going to put a spy on him. They're going to put one of these big head hunters, and we're going to track him down.
Second down and 4 as Reese is going to look to throw. He's looking at the end zone. He's throwing it up. He has a man, but is going to be outside the back of the end zone. He went for it all there. Tried to find Grady Benton, the senior, on the back part of the end zone. They decided to take a shot right there. Mountain Home didn't bite. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4 at the 19-yard line. Mountain Home needs a big stop right here. We've got the momentum at 7-0 after that opening kickoff fumble from Harrison. We're trying to get off the field and not let them get a tie right here. 3rd down and 4. What do you guys do on defense?
You bring it. You bring someone quick, fast, and heavy, and you send that line. I'd stunt to the inside and really just wall them off. Don't give him the middle of your defense.
I'm a blitz guy. It's in the house.
It's in the house. No laying up.
Bring them all.
Just got one. The Bartons are watching from Greenwood. Thanks, Kyle and Alyssa and family. We appreciate you guys. Jason Kyle Yonkers watching Bomber Sports Network. As the snap is going to be, it's an inside tight end screen. Mountain Home sniffs it out. Were they able to keep the tight end from getting to the first down? It is going to be close. They're going to give him the left foot spot. That's going to say he gets to the 15. It is going to be just enough for a first down as Harrison picks up the first down and 10 at the 15-yard line.
He didn't get it by much, Brad. He did not get that by much. Inches.
We got the best text ever, Barkley.
What's that?
Your mom.
Oh,
your mom texted in and said she loves Barkley especially.
Well, she should.
Harrison takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff off the left side. Mountain Home is going to sniff it out. Good. They're going to pick up 1, maybe 2 yards as they get down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line.
There was that blitz you wanted, Tobias.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 8 at the, they're going to say 13-yard line here of Mountain Home. Harrison trying to score with 5:08 left here in this Twin Lakes Orthopedic second quarter. Mountain Home leading 7-0. Harrison, they're content to run this play clock down as Reese is going to be flanked on both sides by running backs. He's going to take the snap. It's going to be handoff off the left side. It's going to be Skylar Lee. He's going to get tripped up. Great tackle right there. You got Brenton Setzer coming in on the outside. Shoestring tackle. He had some room to run right there. Good thing Brenton was there.
Looks like there's a flag that came in at the very end of the play.
Let's see what this is going to be called.
It should be holding.
Harrison's looking like it's on them. Flag is down at the 9-yard line. Let's see what the call is here. Holding on the offense. Holding on the offense. That's going to push Harrison back 10 yards as they're going to get pushed back to the 21-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and we'll call it, 18?
Second quarter brought to you by Twin Lakes Sports and Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, effectively treating hips, knees, shoulders, elbows, as well as ankle and foot pain. Call Twin Lakes Orthopedics and Sports Medicine today at 870-424-3400.
Shout out to Dr. McConnell's daughter, Mary Charles, with a good tennis match again this last week. The tennis plays at Mountain Home this next week. Highland, come watch them. Reese is going to take the snap. It's going to be a pitch out to the outside, and Mountain Home is there. Mountain Home is there on the outside. Harrison tried to get cute. The pitch was out to Gavin Jones, the sophomore. It looked like it was going to be a pitch back double pass. Mountain Home said, nope.
Setzer brings the truck. Hit stick.
10-yard loss as it pushes them back outside the 31-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and 28. Great job there by Mountain Home defense, not falling for the double pass. That's their second quarterback, Gavin Jones, number 7, the sophomore. He looked like he was going to pass it, but he had no time. 3rd down and 28. Need a penalty-free stop right here from Mountain Home, and let's see what Harrison's got as for a field goal kicker. Reese is barking at his left side of his receivers. He finally sent a man in motion. And Harrison's going to be there's going to be a flag. It's going to be delay of game. Delay of game on Harrison as he was trying to send his receiver, number 23, Lee Catt, into motion. Lee didn't listen to his quarterback. Too late. That's another 5 yards back out to the 36-yard line. 3rd down and 31 for Mountain Home defense.
Back them up. Back them up.
can't stress enough, we need a penalty-free stop right here. We don't need a penalty. Don't give them a free first down. You did a good job on defense making them go back. Self-inflicted wounds by Harrison. See if we can get a stop here from Mountain Home. Reese now going to send his wide receiver in motion. He takes a snap. He's looking to pass. He's going to go for it all. He throws it down the middle of the field. It is going to be Barrett Miller with good defense as he was looking for his receiver in the middle of the end zone. Number 8, that looks like, or number 9, I guess, Skylar Lee running down the middle. Mountain Home with a good job there running through, and Barrett Miller with a great job on defense. So if you're Harrison here, what do? You got to throw it up again, right, and hope for a penalty?
Tobias, I don't think they got a kicker that can kick it 46 yards, do they?
No.
And I don't think you punt it. I think you got to try to throw it up and hope for a penalty.
Well, in a 7-point game, do you play the field position game with 3 minutes left in halftime?
I don't know. I think if you give this up, you may be giving up at least 3 points with Ballard's leg to Mountain Home. Mountain Home, once again, needs a big stop. Harrison is going to go for it. 4th down and 31. He's going to send his man Bartlett in motion. Right side to the left. He's going to take the snap. He's looking down the middle of the field again. It's going to be thrown, and it's going to be behind his receiver. Mountain Home did a good job. He threw it about 10 yards short of the sticks. Mountain Home just let it stay in front of him, and when he did, there is a flag on the field.
Oh.
It looks like it's going to be against Harrison.
Again?
Yeah, it's going to be a holding against Harrison. They looked at Mountain Home, and Aries said no, decline it.
Well, he had to throw the ball.
Yeah, it's holding.
He had to throw the ball with Jones in his face right there. I was worried Jones, right at the end of his play, popped his hand up and kind of caught the quarterback in the face just a smidge.
It is going to be holding. Mountain Home decline that turnover downs. I agree with you. That's a good senior move right there. I'm not even going to try to hit the quarterback. Hey, our defensive backs did a great job. They knew if that receiver caught it, he was 10 yards short of the first down. And maybe as Harrison, you're trying to do that. That's as good as a punt, right? Instead of going into the end zone, all of a sudden that might be you're going to get it at the 15-yard line. That might have been a design play right there. As Mountain Home had to send an offensive lineman off for some reason right here.
A lot of time left here in the Twin Lakes Sports and Orthopedics and Sports Medicine second quarter.
Yep, 3:04 left, 7-0. Bombers lead. As Mountain Home snaps the ball, Brantley's going to roll to his right, and Mountain Home's going to call timeout. Mountain Home wisely calls timeout right here. They had a man, it looked like, I couldn't tell who it was, number 55 for Mountain Home, McMeacham. That's Meach. He came in. The official looked at him and told him something and said, go. But, hey, we're going to take radio, going to take a quick break. You're listening to Bomber Sports on Classic Hits 101.7 and watching on Bomber Sports Network. So did you see the officials there? For those that stayed with us on Bomber Sports, we'll hit some text messages up here.
Keep hitting us on the text line. It's 870-321-6839.
The Marshes are watching from Northwest Arkansas. I feel like Barkley's getting too much love. Make sure that Barkley sees this text. There you go, Barkley. You saw it. I agree. I think Barkley's getting. So huge, Mountain Home with a turnover on downs on defense, taking over here, 1st down and 10 at the 36-yard line. We do get the ball to start the 4th quarter. Let's see if Mountain Home can score and do what Saban loves to do on the double dip here with Alabama. We've seen them do it so many times. Brantley takes the snap, rolls to his right. It's going to be a holding call on Mountain Home. I can tell you right now, they're going to get 72 from Mountain Home.
I don't see any laundry.
Yeah, there is back here about the 27-yard line. The white hat threw that one. That's going to be a hold on Boxstaller for sure. He threw it right at his feet. It is going to be a hold on Mountain Home. That's going to push him back 10 yards. It was an incomplete pass. Not the worst thing. Get another 1st down here to try to start at this again. See if you can get some of that yardage back.
Guys, is it just me, or does Harrison need to replace a few light bulbs on this field? It's a little hard to see down there.
It's dark, isn't it? Or maybe we got
is.
tinted glass or something in this visitor booth here. I don't know.
Well, you know that thing that business has where they spray the frost on their windows?
Yeah.
I feel like somebody has come and sprayed that frost all over the glass here right in front of me specifically, and it's a little frosty.
1st down and 20 as Barkley takes the snap. He rolls to the right. It's going to be a quarterback keeper inside, and Harrison is going to sniff it out. Harrison's going to sniff it out. Quarterback keeper inside as there's going to be another loss of yardage back to the 21-yard line. Mountain Home moving in the wrong direction here.
It's just a defensive war out here tonight. Both teams really sticking it to the other offense.
I expect a safe call right here from Mountain Home, being 2nd down and 25. Brantley's going to take it. They're going to take a shot. I love it. He's got a man. Oh, 50, 40, 30, 20. Outrunning the defensive back. 10. Touchdown, Bombers. Just when we call a safe play up here, Coach Ackland throws it over the top for the 20. What is that? A 79-yard touchdown pass. Brantley Phillips to Talon Palmer. Bombers with a 14-0 lead, or 13-0 as Ballard comes on for the extra point. What a play. Ballard kicks it up. It is good. Mountain Home 14-0 here, 2-13. As you're listening to Bomber Sports on Classic Hits 101.7. 2:13 left here in this half as Phillips just with an 81-yard pass and catch to Talon Palmer. We thought they were going to call a easy, hey, let's just take this to halftime. Coach Ackland says, nope, we're throwing over the top. Let's go deep. Talon Palmer just straight out ran his man. Brantley threw that ball probably 30 yards in the air on a dart to Talon. He caught it at the 50, and it was a foot race, and Talon's going to win that all the way down to take it to the house. What a play, guys.
That was awesome. You got a big arm on a big quarterback like Brantley Phillips. I mean, it's that fast. You blink, and there's another score up on the board.
Yeah, with his height, with his arm, Tobias, he's able to look right over the top. He knows that guy's got a beat, and he just sits it right where it needs to be, right in the breadbasket.
Levi and Samantha Chase watching back from Mountain Home. There's a boom moment. The good ones and Hatches are watching. Go Bombers. That is definitely a boom moment on offense. Back here as Mountain Home is leading 14-0. 2:13 left in this Twin Lakes Orthopedic second quarter. Mountain Home with a huge pass strike as Ballard's set to kick off. Ballard approaches the ball. He kicks it. It's a long driving kick. It's going to be fielded at the 5 by Harrison. He's going to bring it out. He's going to go around the route side, and Mountain Home is there. He's going to bring out past the 25 to the 27-yard line. That's where Harrison's going to set up shop, trying to get an answer to that long passing catch from Brantley Phillips to Talon Palmer.
Don't put your joint pain off. Call Twin Lakes Orthopedics and Sports Medicine today at 424-3400.
Says, Brad, have you ever been more wrong than you were right there? If you ask my wife, she's going to say yes. But Cody McKee, I'm not wrong very often, but I was wrong there. I'm a man who will admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong. Hey, we all admit, right?
I mean, with 2 minutes left in the game, you think do you take a shot? He took a shot.
He took a shot. Love it. Touchdown. Braxton Carson watching from Fayetteville. Bomber alumni. Braxton, glad to have you back here, hitting us up on the text line. First down and 10 as Harrison's going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They're going to send a man in motion. It's going to be a quick pass and catch, but Mountain Home is right there. Dawson, Dunlap, and the rest of the Bombers are there to clean up the mess as the Dawson stands the receiver up, Lucas Brumley, and the rest of Mountain Home Bomber cavalry comes in for the 7-yard loss as the ball's pushed back to the 21. They're going to say 6-yard loss as it's 21-yard line.
Bombers backing them up there.
At what point do you take timeouts if you're Mountain Home here? Do you know how you take it to the half up 14-0?
That is a great question.
We'll start with the ball.
We will start with the ball. Good point, Decon, as we start the second half with the ball. Reese going to send a man in motion. He's going to take the snap. He's going to be looking. It's going to be a pass. He throws it up in the air. It is going to be almost picked by Barrett Miller. Mountain Home was bearing down on Reese, who threw that ball up. Barrett Miller turned into a receiver, ran after the ball just off his fingertips. Almost another play that changed their Mountain Home. If you're Harrison fans, you got to be going, why are we throwing this ball right here?
Yeah, there's the only 2 players that were even in the vicinity both had white jerseys on.
Yep. 1:21 left in this Twin Lakes Orthopedic. Dr. Russ Rawls, Dr. Jason McConnell, and Dr. Souter, who will now be joining them. Yeah, we'll be joining them. We appreciate you guys sponsoring the second quarter here of tonight's game at Harrison. Third down and 16. Reese takes the snap as quarterback keeper the whole way. Mountain Home reads it. They're going to stand him up at the 24-5-yard line, pushing back. They're going to say that he gets to the 25, going to bring up 4th down and 12. And Mountain Home, let's see if they call a timeout. They're still letting the clock run with 1:07 left.
Yeah, I'm getting a little feedback from from Bomber Nation. I think the clock guy may have a few issues.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think there's some funky things going on with the clock.
As long as Mount Home did take the timeout right here. 56 seconds left here in this second quarter, brought to you by Twin Lakes Orthopedics. You're listening to Bomber Sports on Classic Hits 101.7. So let's go back to our text message here while we're here. Landy Robinson cheering on the Bombers. They were cheering on last week. Glad to hear you guys again. Hey, Jackie Claypool Pruitt, class of 67. Once a cheerleader, always a cheerleader. Hey, I tell you what, Jackie, can you send us a video of you doing Bomberman?
That'd be awesome.
You still know how awesome would that be, right? Yeah, Justin Olivia Courtney. Here at Harrison, we are 14-0. 56 seconds left in the half. 4th down and 12 as Mountain Home took a timeout to try to get the ball back. Let's see if we can strike one more time here. Shout out to Nate Henderson, go Big 57, watching from Greenville, South Carolina. Decon, did you ever think that you'd have all these states represented here? Listen to Bomber Sports Net. We love it. We love it. Sharon Wolford watching from Kabul, Missouri. As Harrison's going to set back to punt here, 4th down and 12. Dawson Dunlap gets around the corner, goes for block. They're going to say he's offside. He was on this far side over here. That's going to move Harrison up 5 yards, going to bring up 4th down and 7. Dunlap tried to get back there and block that punt. He was a little bit quick to the trigger. There should be 56 seconds still back on the clock, but they went down to 52 for some reason. No one's paying attention to that. They're going to leave it at 52.
Shout out to Buddy Bodenhammer watching out there. Also Buck Gilbert.
The punt is away and is going to be a high punt. Is going to bound at the 40, bounce to the 35. And check up there as it's going to get down to the 35. Harrison wisely going to continue to let it go, and Mountain Home will take over at the 34-yard line on the change of possession. Good job by our defense after the quick strike to get a stop.
Guys, 40 seconds is a lot of time for Bombers. I mean, we saw that last possession. Just took one pass from Brantley.
A.J. Morris, class of 2012. Appreciate you tuning in. Trying to get back and hit some of these misses that I missed here.
So once you call another safe thing.
Yeah, it's going to be an inside draw.
Yeah, inside draw.
Yeah,
inside draw.
That worked well for us last time. Keep hitting us up on the text line, 870-321-6839.
40 seconds left here in this Twin Lakes Orthopedic second quarter as Brantley takes a snap. He's looking to pass. He's going to roll right. It's going to be passed. It is going to be caught at the first down sticks, and it is going to be, who is that out there that caught that? I can't tell.
We're going to have our fans go on the other side of the field and do like they did.
Man, I'm getting old.
Turn the headlights on so we can see, man.
That's Talon Palmer, I believe, is who that was. Talon Palmer there. First down yardage. Mountain Home out to the 45-yard line. 35 seconds left here. Bombers leading 14-0, trying to score before half. Brantley going to take the snap. He's going for it all down the middle. He's trying to throw it on the inside. Palmer, no, I think that's just good defense. Palmer went on the inside. I'm sorry. I'm normally one that's a Bomber lover. Palmer kind of got rubbing shoulders there. I like the call, but I think that's the correct call. 2nd down and 10 as that pass falls incomplete. We're watching on the replay. Palmer's leading into him. That's uncatchable anyways.
He had his arm around him.
Oh, come on. Clarksville, Tennessee watching.
Clarksville.
Yeah. Brantley takes a snap. It's going to be a draw inside. Chenoweth has room. He's staying patient. He gets out past the left side. He gets drugged down at the 47-yard line. Going to be a pickup of 2. A lot going on there for only 2 as Mountain Home is going to call timeout. 18 seconds left, or 17 as the clock continued to run. 17 seconds left here in this Twin Lakes Orthopedics second quarter. You're listening to Bomber Sports on Classic Hits 101.7. So, you take a shot right here, guys. What do you do?
Absolutely. You got to take a shot.
I think so, too.
Yeah, you got time for 2 quick shots. It's 3rd down. I would take 1, get back to the line, get set up, and take your second one.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be 3rd down, so if you don't get this first down right here, then you're going to, if you don't get the first down, then you're going to punt it away. You don't worry about Harrison's defense coming back, or Harrison's offense coming back and scoring. And you just, I think as you're here at Harrison Stadium, Bombers leading 14-0, I think you take a shot.
Yeah, take that shot.
I think even if you can get first down, you can get up on the ball, you can spike it. Guys, Isaac Ballard's got a pretty big leg. I would love to see him get a shot at here at a 30 or 40 yarder and see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Brantley's going to take this snap here, and we're going to be at the 46-yard line. It's going to be a snap. Brantley's looking to pass. He rolls out to his right. He has a man running down the side. He's got a man. The ball's up. It is going to be caught. It is going to be caught by Mountain Home all the way down to the 15, 16-yard line. Mountain Home hurrying up on the ball as the clock has stopped, and it will start when it's set. 10 seconds left. Brantley has everybody set. 7 seconds. He's going to snap the ball. You got to spike it, and he does. 3 seconds left on the clock. 3 seconds left on the clock. Brantley snaps the ball as another second runs off. The clock operator doing their job here at Harrison. But Mountain Home is going to get that chance for that field goal. What a great passing catch right there by Brantley.
Who caught that ball?
Was that Caden? I think that might have been Caden Dotson right there with that catch.
These lights in here, they're getting us tonight.
Sorry. This is going to be a 33-yard field goal here by Isaac Ballard. As Harrison is going to take a timeout. Isaac Ballard is going to have a 33-yard kick attempt with 2 seconds left here in this Twin Lakes Orthopedic second quarter as Mountain Home tries to take a 17-0 lead going into half. I'll tell you the big thing about this, guys, we get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah.
Absolutely, opportunity to put points on the board right here before we go into halftime. Again, the second quarter brought to you by Twin Lakes Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, conveniently located by the hospital at 3 Medical Plaza Drive in Mountain Home. Give them a call today, 870-424-3400.
We just got, it's Barrett Miller who caught that ball.
Okay.
Barrett Miller who caught that ball. Appreciate you. Miss McCracken, I think, is who sent that in to us. Barkley, that's your fan.
Hi.
Jamie McCracken sent that in. Barrett Miller, appreciate you, Jamie. I'm telling you guys, there's a glare in our deal. We can see ourselves in this reflection better than we can really see the field. I don't know that turning the lights on help. We're going to try that at halftime. But as we're here, 2 seconds left. Mountain Home going to snap this ball. Clock is going to expire as Isaac Ballard is set to try a 33-yard field goal attempt. Snap is up. The hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Isaac Ballard makes the kick from 33 yards, and the Bombers pay off. The long passing catch from Barrett Miller as we were able to score at the end of the half. Bombers leading 17-0 here in Harrison. Great job there by Mountain Home Bombers.
You couldn't have drawn that up any better for the first half, Brad, as the Goblins go in trailing 17-0 to the Bombers, and man, honestly couldn't have drawn up any better.
Yep. We're going to take a halftime break. Mountain Home leading 17-0 here in Harrison. You're listening to Bomber Sports on Classic Hits 101.7 and watching on Bomber Sports Network.
White River Materials has earned a reputation for producing industry-leading high-quality results. They have the experience and equipment to perform each project quickly, safely, and cost-efficiently. Privately owned and operated, White River Materials prides themselves in quality work with the customer's best interest in mind. If you need limestone or concrete products, or someone to do the job correctly the first time, give White River Materials a call today at 425-3431 or 425-4510.
Marion County, your local Arvis team is here to help you. Whether you want to open a small business or grow an existing business, we can help. We will also be by your side as you grow your farm or expand your farm equipment. I'm Katie Ratliff, and I'm here to help you turn your dream into a reality. Stop by either branch in Marion County, 802 East Main Street in Flippin or 105 North Panther Avenue in Yellville to see how my team can assist you.
Loan subject to credit approval. Equal housing lender.
ASC Warranty is proud to support the Mountain Home Bombers. ASC Warranty provides dealers with vehicle protection plans for any vehicle in their inventory. ASC Warranty's greatest assets are the people that make up the ASC team. The work ethic and dedication to consistently superior services provided by all of their employees are second to none. ASC Warranty is proud to say the Bombers have the same values. ASC Warranty is one of your biggest fans. They will be cheering you on every step of the way. Go Bombers!
Discover the refreshing difference at Baxter Real Estate Company. While they welcome new faces, their agents are seasoned experts in the realm of real estate, particularly the captivating Twin Lakes area. With a treasure trove of knowledge and years of experience under their belts, their team offers unrivaled guidance to fulfill your property dreams. The area is experiencing a rise in listing inventory. Whether buying or selling, trust their experts to navigate the market with finesse. Baxter Real Estate Company, the Twin Lakes area's best choice for local realtors to help you find that perfect property.
Classic Hits 101.7, KCTT Mountain Home.
Back here at Harrison Stadium as Mountain Home is leading 17-0 at the half. Mountain Home's defense has been the story of this. There was one turnover from Harrison early in the game. Mountain Home was able to capitalize on that as Brantley Phillips took it in from 10 yards out. Mountain Home just looking really good. The second scoring drive was right before half. Mountain Home with a 81-yard passing catch. Brantley Phillips, Talon Palmer took the top off the defense, was able to score. Mountain Home then was able to hold Harrison quickly and got the ball back with about 50 seconds left in the half. They were able to march down the field and capitalize the final half with a 33-yard field goal by Isaac Ballard, making the score 17-0. As far as offense for Harrison, not much going on here. We're going to hit some stats here. Barkley is with us.
You're listening to the Berg Builders halftime show. Berg Builders specialize in creating personalized design spaces that fit your family's needs. Every detail is crafted with care.
Barkley, you have some awesome stats for us here?
Yeah, I mean, to start that game as strong as you did defensively and then to shut the opponent out, you got 30 tackles so far, 1 sack, 8 tackles for loss. It's the recipe that's been serving these Bombers well in games in the past, and I don't expect that to change tonight. They look strong out there, and they continue to impose their will on Harrison.
So what stats do you have here for the let's start with the defense for Mountain Home.
Defensively, as a team, you're looking at 31 tackles. As I mentioned, 1 sack. Setzer Boyd got in there and hit him hard, and then 8 tackles for loss. Your stat leader tonight on the tackle charts, Hunter Estes, with 8 tackles in the first half.
He's had a great game.
He is all over the ball. He's really hawking it tonight, and it's an enjoyable thing to watch for sure.
Let's move to the offensive side of the ball. Mountain Home was able to score. We kind of hit some lulls there, Barkley, a little bit in that that first half as we were unable to take advantage. But when we did get the ball on the short field, we were able to take advantage of some things, and then we did take that one. What are some stats you have here?
Well, I don't think we've gotten the rush attempts we want. We've had 10 touches on it, 48 yards, averaging almost 5 yards a touch, but 4 passes, 4 completions for 140 yards. That's a stat line that Brantley's going to enjoy. I'm sure he's going to be toting that one around next week.
Yeah, that's definitely, you got to love to see him throwing that ball. And honestly, what I've liked to see, he hasn't thrown that ball into trouble. His passes have been safe. They've been to areas where only his receivers can catch it. And as a young quarterback, we say young, he's a junior, right? He had a lot of snaps in the junior varsity, took a lot of snaps in the junior high. But let's be honest, it is a young quarterback into the varsity season, and in the young quarterback, that's what you want to see in a big game like this.
He's one of the few underclassmen that's even touching the field for Mountain Home. I mean, you got maybe 2 or 3 guys on defense, a few guys on offense. I mean, this is a senior-laden team, and I think it shows with the defense, with the offense, the methodical approach, how they approach these games. It's beautiful. 17-0 at halftime against your rival. What else could you ask for?
You asked for a score coming right out of half here, right? They're up 17-0. I'm 0 for 1 on calls on plays, but you know what? I'll be glad to be 0 for 1 on that call, right?
Yeah, I think you come out, methodical drive down the field. I'd like them to take all 12 minutes, put one up right at the end of the quarter, and then just chew through the fourth quarter. That would feel decent.
It would be awesome to do that for sure. You definitely you just want to score, right? You're up 3 scores right now. Harrison's offense, it's, I don't say anemic, but it's not looked the strongest. They found something inside on some of the rush yardages a little bit, but they were unable to capitalize. They kind of self-inflicted wounds, and I think Mountain Home's defense knows that. They're kind of pinning their ears back, and they're saying, look, I don't know that you can throw the ball over the top of us.
Yeah, once they've settled in and figure out those back linebackers know to look for those little draws, those little screen plays, they're not trying to really air it out on other than the few those third down that they tried to really just send it. They're trying to get little chunks and get it down the field. I think that's going to give air secondary and the defense, the Setzer boys, the confidence to pin their ears back. And I bet you see, I'm going to guess that you see that tackles for loss and sack total doubled by the time we finish this game.
I think you're right. You're listening to the Berg Builders halftime. We appreciate Jason and Ashley Berg as they are listening, hopefully in and watching. If you are, send us a text on the text line. Hey, we appreciate you guys sponsoring our halftime. If you need a good builder, you need someone that's going to do you right, you need a good design. They build beautiful houses. Jason does an excellent job with his crew. They'll get you in. They can talk to you about estimates. They can talk to you about what's going on. They can sit down and do a great job in building. Berg Builders, we appreciate you guys for your halftime support. They have kids in the school. They are all about the program, and we really appreciate our community partners, especially those like Berg Builders. You're listening to Bomber Sports here on Classic Hits 101.7. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back and continue on with our Berg Builder halftime. How long you need here, Matt, or what do you got?
Marion County, your local Arvis team is here to help you. Whether you want to open a small business or grow an existing business, we can help. We will also be by your side as you grow your farm or expand your farm equipment. I'm Katie Ratliff, and I'm here to help you turn your dream into a reality. Stop by either branch in Marion County, 802 East Main Street in Flippin or 105 North Panther Avenue in Yellville to see how my team can assist you.
Loan subject to credit approval. Equal housing lender.
ASC Warranty is proud to support the Mountain Home Bombers. ASC Warranty provides dealers with vehicle protection plans for any vehicle in their inventory. ASC Warranty's greatest assets are the people that make up the ASC team. The work ethic and dedication to consistently superior services provided by all of their employees are second to none. ASC Warranty is proud to say the Bombers have the same values. ASC Warranty is one of your biggest fans. They will be cheering you on every step of the way. Go Bombers!
Discover the refreshing difference at Baxter Real Estate Company. While they welcome new faces, their agents are seasoned experts in the realm of real estate, particularly the captivating Twin Lakes area. With a treasure trove of knowledge and years of experience under their belts, their team offers unrivaled guidance to fulfill your property dreams. The area is experiencing a rise in listing inventory. Whether buying or selling, trust their experts to navigate the market with finesse. Baxter Real Estate Company, the Twin Lakes area's best choice for local realtors to help you find that perfect property.
Tired of paying that high cable or satellite service bill every month? Or what about paying for multiple streaming services and have to switch between apps to get everything you want? Brad's Home Entertainment has your solution. All your networks, weather, news, sports, and entertainment in one box. Pay yearly programming and it breaks down to as little as $35 per month. Thousands of channels at your fingertips. That's at Brad's Home Entertainment, home of Big Box Brad. Call or come by to see for yourself. 877-492-0700 or bigboxbrad.com.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose because you would do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent James Boyette will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you would do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent James Boyette in Mountain Home today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Discover the smile you've always wanted.
Welcome back to the Berg Builders halftime show. Berg Builders, Jason and Ashley, the owners of Berg Builders, are both passionate about supporting the Bombers and our local community. Check out Berg Builders. Also, keep hitting us up on the Classic Hits text line. That number, 870-321-6839. Let us know what you think of the game thus far. Mountain Home leads 17-0 here in Harrison. We're going to go to the text line.
Who we got?
We got to read off some texts. We got Decon here with us. It says we got Go Bombers from South Dakota.
I guess they're keeping track.
Johnny and Joe, how are y'all doing tonight? With love, Miss MHHS 2004.
Okay.
Get a gob.
I know another dude from South Dakota watching. He texted me. It's Coral Morris in Mount Marty.
Nice. Yeah. Fraser family watching from Arizona tonight. Kerry Ramsey's watching. Go Bombers. Proud of how these boys are playing. We'll agree with that. And says go Ballard. Ballard does have a foot on him. He's done a tremendous job tonight. Also, Dalton Reed, class of 2014, checking in from New Orleans. You're on all the way down there in New Orleans, Decon.
Man, we're all over the place. Mr. Worldwide.
And somebody here loving the Steiners, loving that big 0 on the scoreboard for Harrison. And Domino's.
Did you order a pizza?
They were. Oh, folks, if we could read all these, it would be amazing. Keep sending them in. Also, tonight we're accepting memes. I've only seen one so far come. I don't want to spoil anything yet. We've got some memes coming in. Also, shout out to Tony and Sally Gilbert watching. Farmers and Merchants Bank put on an excellent coffee talk this morning. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Sally led a heck of a show, didn't she?
Yeah, she did, man. They do a great job over there. And talk about community support. They had a packed house. It was a lot of fun. Appreciate that. The Striders watching. Go Bombers. We got all kinds of stuff pouring here. Keep hitting us up on the text lines, 870-321-6839. And we are going to, I believe we're going to have a call coming in from, do we already have a call from Russ coming in at halftime potentially? Coming back here in a little bit. Again, keep hitting us up on the text line, 870-321-6839. Bombers leading here in Harrison, 17-0.
Yeah, that's as you couldn't ask for a better start from them, from the game. And then it just kind of was just everyone just kind of feeling each other out. It's almost like that first play didn't happen, you know. Everyone just kind of stalled out on both ends. But, I mean, the Bombers are doing what they need to do. They took the crowd out of it. It's not just a particularly close game at halftime. So, I mean, they're checking all the boxes.
Absolutely. Nick Coleman watching from Elk Camp in Colorado. What's up, Nick? And you'll like this one. Bobby Peavy says, hey, Dylan, go Cubs.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Tobias, I just got a call. Got a deal from Russ here. We'll see if we can catch him here on our halftime call. I did get a pretty cool text while we were waiting here. I got a text. Brennan Berg of Berg Builders, the son of Berg Builders, out there crowd surfing.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's crowd surfing in the crowd over there. It looks like they're having some fun out there. Let me see. I'm going to try to call Russ right here. Let's see if we got him. Hey, Russ, you got us, man?
All right, here with Coach Airy, halftime coach. You got a 17-0 lead, a couple of big plays in the first half. Tell me what you thought.
I just thought we come out a little bit sluggish. We didn't run the ball the way we wanted to, but we got a couple big plays. Defense is hanging in there.
Yeah, the defense hung us in there. Couple big plays. What are we looking at in the second half here?
I think we're going to get adjusted to their motion and stuff. They're going to have to open up their playbook. If we come down and score right out of the third quarter, they're going to have to open it up and start throwing the ball. I'm expecting wild second half, man.
A little drama in the second half. Go get them, Coach. Go Bombers.
Man, Russ, I appreciate you down there. We're catching Coach Airy. Appreciate Coach Airy doing that at halftime. Guys, we are going to have an awesome, just like they said, we're going to have a wild second half, hopefully. We're about 4 minutes away. We're going to cut to a quick break here. We're going to have a quick break. We will be back, finish up our Berg Builders halftime show as Mountain Home is leading this game at Harrison 17-0 here at the Berg Builders halftime show. We're at Harrison. You're listening to Bomber Sports on Classic Hits 101.7 and watching on Bomber Sports Network.
Marion County, your local Arvis team is here to help you. Whether you want to open a small business or grow an existing business, we can help. We will also be by your side as you grow your farm or expand your farm equipment. I'm Katie Ratliff, and I'm here to help you turn your dream into a reality. Stop by either branch in Marion County, 802 East Main Street in Flippin or 105 North Panther Avenue in Yellville to see how my team can assist you.
Loan subject to credit approval. Equal housing lender.
ASC Warranty is proud to support the Mountain Home Bombers. ASC Warranty provides dealers with vehicle protection plans for any vehicle in their inventory. ASC Warranty's greatest assets are the people that make up the ASC team. The work ethic and dedication to consistently superior services provided by all of their employees are second to none. ASC Warranty is proud to say the Bombers have the same values. ASC Warranty is one of your biggest fans. They will be cheering you on every step of the way. Go Bombers!
Discover the refreshing difference at Baxter Real Estate Company. While they welcome new faces, their agents are seasoned experts in the realm of real estate, particularly the captivating Twin Lakes area. With a treasure trove of knowledge and years of experience under their belts, their team offers unrivaled guidance to fulfill your property dreams. The area is experiencing a rise in listing inventory. Whether buying or selling, trust their experts to navigate the market with finesse. Baxter Real Estate Company, the Twin Lakes area's best choice for local realtors to help you find that perfect property.
Tired of paying that high cable or satellite service bill every month? Or what about paying for multiple streaming services and have to switch between apps to get everything you want? Brad's Home Entertainment has your solution. All your networks, weather, news, sports, and entertainment in one box. Pay yearly programming and it breaks down to as little as $35 per month. Thousands of channels at your fingertips. That's at Brad's Home Entertainment, home of Big Box Brad. Call or come by to see for yourself. 877-492-0700 or bigboxbrad.com.
Here at halftime, right now, scores around the state. Greenwood leads Fort Smith Northside 44-0 in the second quarter, and right now Shiloh Christian leads Little Rock Christian 15-12 in the first quarter.
Jeez, that Fort Smith Northside and Southside game was really close last week, and they're doing that to Northside.
Oh, Greenwood's tough.
They are.
And I appreciate Matt Sharp sending those in to us, and make sure to check those scores out from him.
Yeah, another local score, Salem played Prescott. That's a number 2 and number 4. Number 2 and number 4 in Class 4A, 3A, sorry, thank you, 3A classification. They played last night at Hendricks, and they got, Salem lost that game 31-22. That was a top 5 matchup in 3A. Also, kind of 6A, Russellville took on Greenbrier. Greenbrier moved down to 5A. Russellville is won 10-7 last night. In that game.
Are we making that trip to Russellville?
This is something different. Have you ever seen 2 captains come out at halftime?
I have not. It's new.
This is new, so I'm curious of what we're going to talk about here. The White Hat's bringing both captains out, and for Mountain Home and for it's Purdue for Mountain Home.
They're going to have a discussion.
We're going to have a debate. Ben Estes is who it is for Harrison. I guess the White Hats want to talk about kind of what's going on and to take back to the team. As you're listening to Berg Builder halftime, we got Jason Ashley. I don't know if they're at the game or watching at home. I know last week they were watching, but here we got their son Brennan out crowd surfing, having a good time, and hey, we got the Wilkies giving us a shout out, and back home that said the Ford family. Can we get a shout out to them real quick? We did. The Fords were seeing that. Go Bombers from the Huffman twins. Beat Harrison, Lake City, Florida.
You've been listening to the Berg Builder halftime report. No more running between contractors and designers. Berg Builders and the design has everything you need under one roof. You'll receive personalized attention from beginning to end. Call Berg Builders today. Starting here in this third quarter, Mountain Home will be receiving the ball. They will be going right to left now. They are in their white uniforms, all white, white pants, white tops, blue numerals outlined in gold. Harrison in their blue tops, white pants, white numerals. Mountain Home is set to receive the kickoff here. This third quarter is going to be brought to you by Farmers and Merchant Bank. They had an awesome coffee talk this morning. Tobias and I was able to be a part of it. Sally Gilbert and her crew do a great job there at Farmers and Merchants Bank with their Bomber spirit. We appreciate everything they do, and they will be the sponsor of the third quarter. Mountain Home is up, looking for a onside kick right here, expecting that. Got the hands team on, Brad.
Hands team on. But Harrison instead is going to kick it deep. is going to be fielded at the 10-yard line by Mountain Home. We're going to bring it out. We're going to get outside the 15. Then we're going to get the ball is going to be leaned forward. We're going to keep our feet moving as we get outside the 20, 25, and Mountain Home is going to start this third quarter here at the 26-yard line. First down and 10. Mountain Home set to do work as we take over the ball here in this second half. A big score right now would be awesome for the Bombers as Mountain Home tries to take over this game. Brantley takes a snap. He's going to turn around and hand off, and we've got room off the right side. Harrison doing a good job looking for the run yard gain, though, as Mountain Home is able to jump in and get 2 yards on that game. Going to bring up second down and 10 at the 28-yard line. Second down and 8, I apologize.
During the halftime, Brad, we got a little fun from next door after this.
Brantley takes a snap, hands it off inside Harrison. They are ready for this run game of Mountain Home. That's going to be a loss of 2 yards. Back to the 26-yard line. That's where Mountain Home's going to have a third down and 10 here to start this third quarter.
Harrison having a little fun with us. They told us their press box has a little bit of a noise ordinance, and we were exceeding it. Good, a lot of fun tonight with them.
There's definitely not a noise ordinance in this home stands right now. Brantley's going to take a snap. It's going to be a quick pass. It is going to be caught. Ball almost looked like it was going to be interception, but Gus Wilbur able to bring the ball in for a 5-yard gain as he's going to be tackled at the 33-yard line. Going to be shy of the first down as Mountain Home starts off that third quarter with a quick 3 and out as they are set to punt the ball.
That was your super sophomore, Gus Wilbur.
Yeah.
He's only a sophomore, folks.
You know, guys, I would hate to see time of possession right here in this game, as I think Mountain Home's probably losing that game, but they're winning it on the scoreboard. Brantley takes the snap to punt. It is another booming punt. Harrison going to come out, and he's going to let it bounce. He's going to fair catch it off the bounce at the 27-yard line. I'm going to say he got up to the 28 when he kneeled down. That is where Harrison's going to set up their first possession here of this Farmers and Merchants third quarter.
Hey, Brad, did you know you can bank 7 to 7 Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on Saturday with Farmers and Merchants live ITM tellers? It's a great way to bank early in the morning, before work, or in the evening. Talk about convenience for the customers, huh?
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Nice way to do that at Farmers and Merchants. They are founded out of Stuttgart. They got branches in Northwest Arkansas at their sister bank of Fayetteville, and Farmers and Merchants in Northeast and North Central Arkansas. Harrison takes a snap, going to be an inside handoff as they are going to pick up 6 yards on this first down out to the 33-yard line. They're going to say it's only 5 yards. Going to bring up second down and 5 here as Harrison's going to get on the ball quick here. Reese going to take the snap. Another inside handoff, but right there Mountain Home's able to stand him up at the 35. He's going to keep his feet driving. They're going to give him forward progress out to the 36. Going to bring up third down and 2. Mountain Home trying to get off the field early here in this third quarter.
Farmers and Merchants has branches all over North Central Arkansas. Mountain Home Main Bank next to Hickory Park, Mountain Home East Branch across from Walmart, also in Gassville and Lakeview. Again, Farmers and Merchants Bank, our third quarter sponsor.
3rd and 3 at the 36-yard line. This opening possession for Harrison in the second half. It's going to be a handoff around the left side. He's going to get first down yardage, but not much more as he is met. Dayton Davis from Mountain Home flies out there, makes the hit. But it is going to be first down yardage. He needed 3. He got 4. Going to be first down and 10 at the 40-yard line for Harrison.
We don't want the Bombers coming out too flat here. Letting Harrison pick up that first down.
They're not going to let them get a score and feel like they're back in this game. 9-18 here in this Farmers and Merchants third quarter. As Reese is going to be in the shotgun. He's going to hand off. He's going to be a keeper up the middle this time. Aiden Setzer did a good job. He stayed with the running back, saw the quarterback, had the ball, dove back, kept it a 2-yard gain. Great job there by Aiden Setzer on the tackle.
Keep hitting us up on the text line, 870-321-6839.
Says Deacon's #1 fan attending the Village Academy home opener, but love you guys.
Nice.
The Pettits say, go Bombers. I assume you know who that is, Deacon. Yeah.
Lake Hamilton leads Little Rock Southwest 7-0 right now in the second quarter.
Second down and 8 at the 42. Reese takes snap, inside handoff, and the running back has nowhere to go. He hits the line. He spins off a tackler as he comes around the right side. Looks like Aiden Setzer and Caden Del Soto there on the tackle for Mountain Home for a minimal gain of 2 yards. And we have a huge 3rd down and 7 here for the Bombers. They're going to say gave forward progress out to the 44. 3rd down and 6 at the 44-yard line. Mountain Home's defense looking to get off the field here on Harrison's opening drive in this Farmers and Merchants 3rd quarter. Looking good on the cockpit cam. Michael Partee, 2000 Ford, living in Fayetteville. It's going to be an end-around handoff. Mountain Home sniffs it out. They're going to make a great job right there. There's your man, Barkley.
24, baby.
Hunter Estes comes firing in for the 2-yard loss as he's able to make the tackle back to the 42.5-yard line. Going to bring it 4th down and 7. Harrison going to be forced to punt. Great job there by Hunter Estes.
Estes has been all over the field tonight.
He's had a fantastic game.
That puts him in double digits, 10 tackles, and I think that one was for a loss.
That was 2-yard loss there. Harrison back to punt. The snap is back. The kick is away. It's a nice kick. Caden Dotson going to field it at the 15. He's going to try to get on the backside, and he's just wisely going to get down. He's going to pick up 1, maybe 2 yards. They're going to say out to the 17 there. As Mountain Home is going to get their second chance on offense here in this Farmers and Merchants 3rd quarter with 7:07 left in the 3rd quarter. Mountain Home's leading 7-0.
Keep hitting us up on the text line, 870-321-6839.
Ashley Berg just hit us up. Sorry.
What'd she say?
Said, are here at the game, but I did step out during halftime to listen, so go Bombers. Brantley's going to hand the ball up the middle. Chino's going to keep his feet. He's going to break a tackle. Oh, he gets tripped up at the 35-yard line. He had 1 tackle away from a long run and possibly a touchdown. Finally stayed patient, was able to get a pickup out to the 37-yard line. Mountain Home quick on the ball as Phillips takes the snap. Another handoff inside to Chenoweth. Chenoweth is going to cut back to the left. He's going to keep his feet driving. He's going to pick up 3 yards out to the 41-yard line.
Chenoweth running hard.
Nice and patience as
right
he's
behind
driving
the
there.
road graders. You like that?
Yeah, Mountain Home trying to go quick as Phillips moved Chenoweth to his left. It's going to be a handoff. Phillips going to keep the ball. He's got room. He's out past the 50, 45, 40, 35. Over tackle, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bombers! Touchdown, Bombers! Brantley Phillips with the run, 57-yard touchdown as Mountain Home takes a 23-0 lead. Did you see him jump over that defender?
He just hurdled a man. You used the comparison early on about Matt Jones. If that wasn't the most Matt Jones hurdle, that was awesome.
Ballard in for the extra point. 6:27 left. The kick is up. And the kick is no good. Pulled it left just a little bit. 26-27 left here in this Farmers and Merchants 3rd quarter. Your Bombers with a 23-0 lead. You're listening to Bomber Sports on Classic Hits 101.7. Love the text guys coming in. Boom, baby, the good one in Hatches. Hey, they hit us with our boom right here. Go Bombers from the Salvation Army. Guys, keep the text coming here.
We also got comments coming in on the YouTube broadcast. You can hit us up on comments there. We're going to start reading those as well. We'll be going through those.
McDaniels are watching from Cotter. Clint Shasheen, go Bombers. Big band booster, Clint. Love to wish the Bomber Band was here. We could have shown them at halftime. We love showing them at the home games at halftime. It's awesome to be a part of that.
What'd that drive take? About $1.20, $1.30?
It didn't take very long. No. Didn't take very long at all. That drive was it was a thing of beauty. You love to get the running game going. You love to jump out, get the score. The fans are leaving. I'm seeing fans walking down. They're getting out of here. This is awesome to see from Mountain Home as Ballard is set to kick off here. Ballard boots the ball. Is going to be fielded by Harrison at the 10-yard line. He's going to bring it out. He's going to go around the left side out past the 20, and Mountain Home is there to stand him up as he gets out to the 25-yard line. That is where Harrison will start their second drive here in this Farmers and Merchants 3rd quarter with the Bombers leading 23-0.
Farmers and Merchants experienced commercial lending team is ready to make the game plan to help you purchase and grow your business. Give Farmers and Merchants a call today.
You know, that drive reminded me. Remember the old Saturday night, the Toots, the driving cat?
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
We got to brag about that drive, just like they bragged about the cat. It was awesome as Harrison takes the snap here, and Mountain Home is all over the inside handoff. Reese takes the handoff and gives it to Ramsey. Ramsey's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It is going to bring up 2nd down and 10 at the 25. Yeah, that was a great, just like Toots the driving cat.
Just like it.
Repeat, wash, rinse, repeat is what we hope to do with that drive. 2nd down and 10 at the 25. Mountain Home's defense looking to get a stop again here in the second half as they have got a goose egg on the board for Harrison's offense. Reese takes a snap. It's going to be another handoff outside the right side. Mountain Home is going to string him out, and Barrett Miller's going to come out, and he is going to wrestle this guy down at the 27-yard line.
That was a Captain Insano choke slam.
That was.
Yeah, it was.
I was going to say, oh, yeah, but that's not him. Missed my calling on that one. That was. Talon Palmer comes off for the Bombers. He kind of got a little mix-up on the outside out there. Gus Wilbur comes in for him. 3rd down and 8 at the 27-yard line. See if their Bombers can get a stop here. Reese going to take the snap. He's looking to pass. He tries to do a little slant and go. He throws it up in the air, and it's going to be caught by Harrison. Down at the 50-yard line, he's going to run 45 down inside the 40. They are going to run that into Mountain Home territory as Jackson Kreiner there on the catch for Harrison. An old name Mountain Home remembers, but they're going to get the ball down to the 38-yard line. Nice pass and catch there from Harrison. 1st down and 10 as Harrison has made it into Mountain Home territory for the 2nd time tonight. Reese is going to take the snap. He's looking back to pass again. It looks like to set up the screen, and Mountain Home sniffs it out perfectly. Great job. We got a flag right here. What's the flag going to be?
I don't know what that is. Nice to see that quarterback running for his life, though.
I think they're going to try to say that we tackled. There's another flag in the backfield right here. I think they're going to try to say that we tackled the tight end, but guess what? If he's at the line of scrimmage, we can do that.
You can do that.
We can do that. Del Soto was asking for a flag, but I think the flag out here might be illegal lineman downfield. Intentional grounding is going to be the call for the quarterback. That's what this flag is for.
The tackles, running.
We also going to have an illegal man downfield as they were trying to set up the screen and the offense was running down there. Double whammy. We need a little whammy out. Press your luck, you know. Double whammy on Harrison as that's going to push them back 5 yards. Remember at 1st down and 15. Good job as Mountain Home's defense there seeing that tight end screen.
Lake Hamilton's extended its lead 20-0. Over Little Rock Southwest.
Harrison going to take the snap. Reese is going to keep the ball. It's going to be a handoff on the inside as he's going to get inside the 40, back to about the original line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to bring up a big 3rd down and 10 as Mountain Home's defense is trying to get another stop.
You mentioned Barrett Miller earlier. Farmers and Merchants Bank is voting for number 5, Barrett Miller, Melissa Miller's son. Contact Melissa, help you find a game plan to finance your home of your dreams.
Braden Dewey's parents are watching. Sorry.
Farmers and Merchants Bank.
Sorry, Braden Dewey's parents are watching from Cotter. Love to see Bomber alumni still watching Bomber sport. Reese going to take the handoff. It's going to be an inside handoff as he's got room around the right side. Inside the 20, down to the 15. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Gus Wilbur, they love this little trap play, and Mountain Home's getting caught on that, aren't they?
They do. They run it well. Their offensive line's pretty well disciplined. I mean, they just do a great job just hooking out on that end, getting that seam, and getting that outside.
I love the Kendrick Lamar. They not like us. They not like us. I love it. Keep the text coming here. Love to see Mountain Home running all over Harrison from Doniphan, Missouri.
Keep hitting us up on that text line, 870-321-6839.
32 seconds left on the play clock as Reese takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to go around the right side. He's going to be met in the hole. Caden Del Soto comes up, meets Reese in the hole as they get down to the 11-yard line. Pick up a 4, going to bring up 2nd down and 6 as this is Harrison's best chance to get on the board tonight as they are deep in Mountain Home territory.
This is the best drive they've had all night.
Wisconsin, Decon, you can add that to your list. Sorry, guys.
You know, we need to get a state map. You know, like a map you just kind of pin them out and see if we can hit all 50 before the season's done.
That would be awesome. 3:21 left here in this Farmers and Merchants third quarter as Reese is set to take the snap. He's going to hand the ball off inside. Mount Home blows up, but Harrison's running back is going to elude the first block. He's going to get down to the 1. Mountain Home is going to keep him out of the end zone, but is going to bring up first down and goal. Harrison at the 1-yard line with 3:10 left here in this third quarter.
Hey guys, Jacob Chenoweth just came in and just blew up that lead blocker. I know he got positive yards there, but man.
Reese takes the snap. He's going to push his running back in. It is going to be a touchdown. Harrison with 2:57 left here in the Farmers and Merchants third quarter. Harrison cuts into the Bombers' lead, 23-6, as they set up to take the extra point to make it 23-7.
Keep hitting us up on the text line, 870-321-6839. Bombers unfortunately able to put together the stop there.
I don't know Eric Fox, but he wanted to know if there was a shutout in Harrison before. We might blame Eric for that, too. We'll give you a pass this time, Eric. We'll give you a pass this time. I don't know if there ever has been a shutout in Harrison.
This defense spent a lot of time on the field. The offense, when they scored pretty quickly. So I know these guys got to be gassed. This offense needs to string together a long drive this next series.
Harrison going to line up and go for 2 here as Reese takes it. It's going to be a little jump pass, and it's going to be complete to the tight end in the back of the end zone. They are going to get the 2-point conversion to cut the lead 23-8. Trying to make this a 2-score game here. 23-8. Mountain Home leading 2:57. You're listening to Bomber Sports here on Classic Hits 101.7. A couple more texts we have coming in. Miss Schaffler, love that you watched this last time. Tommy Felicia, shout out to you tonight. He's racing his car in the dirt track and flipping, but shout out to Tommy Felicia, former Bomber.
He was a great Bomber. I think there was one of his records broken last year, if I remember correctly. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Did some good job as a Bomber here. Harrison cut this lead 23-8 with 2:57 left here in the Farmers and Merchants third quarter. Mountain Home wisely again setting up for the onside kick. As Harrison's set to approach the ball, they are going to kick the ball deep. It is going to be fielded by Mountain Home inside the 5 to the 10 to the 15. Now out to 20, makes a man miss. Out to the 25, 30, 35, and he is going to get drugged down by his face mask, it looks like. Mountain Home returned the kick from the 5-yard line, gets out to the 37-yard line, where he's going to get drugged down by his face mask. There is a flag that came out. Trying to see what's going on the Mountain Home sideline there. Looks like they're just trying to hold everybody back.
I think it was a horse collar, Brad. Did they have horse collar?
They do. They do have that. Whatever it was, he looked like he was off to the races if it was not just picked up and grabbed. What you got for us, Decon? Everybody look okay over there? He's looking in on the sidelines here. I think Mountain Home's just trying to let cooler heads prevail there, as I know that they're pretty upset with what happened, but it looks like Mountain Home's marching back.
So, Brad, today at Coffee Talk, we saw Connor King, who's Laura King's son, Farmers Merchants.
Laura works at Farmers Merchants.
Who was on the poll for top of the 2024 Cross Country Runner of the Year.
Is he really? Yeah. Well, I heard him say they are ranked number 3 in the state. Our cross country deals, they start a meet next week, as we're trying to pick up what this penalty is here.
Keep hitting us up on the text line, 870-321-6839.
Barkley with the young eyes, 1 year younger than me. He's got the young eyes. Saw the horse collar all the way from across the deal there. Is going to be a horse collar. Mountain Home is going to tack 15 yards onto the end of that run.
There's also a penalty on us.
There's also a penalty on Mountain Home, though. What was the penalty on Mountain Home?
He did this.
So it's going to be offsetting penalties. So Mountain Home is going to take personal foul on Mountain Home. That's probably what the scurry was at the bench. They probably got on our players saying, why are we going back at that? After the horse collar, they probably jumped up and reacted. However, they offset. Instead of giving us 15 yards, we're going to keep the ball where it was. Regardless, it was a great return on that kickoff. Mountain Home, see if they can answer quickly here after the score from Harrison. Phillips takes the snap. He's going to give the handoff this time inside. Mountain Home's going to try to push the pile. They're going to maybe get 1 yard out to the 40-yard line. That was Barrett Miller in it, running back for the Bombers. Watching from the southwest suburbs of Chicago at Illinois as Brantley takes the snap. Option around the left side. He's going to pitch it out to Miller. Miller's going to lower his head, get out past the 45 to the 46-yard line. A pickup of 6 yards on that play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7 as Mountain Home is out to the 46-yard line. Trying to get a big first down to answer this scoring from Harrison. 2:19 left here in this Farmers and Merchants third quarter.
Around the state in scores, Van Buren leads Springdale 7-0 in the first quarter.
Phillips going to hand the ball up to Barrett Miller. He's going to get second effort. They're going to give him 2 yards maybe.
Also, Silent Springs is losing to Alma 14-7 in the second quarter.
Here we got 4th down and 2 at the 47-yard line. I think you're right. I think Mountain Home has to punt this right here, right?
Yeah, it's got to be a punt. You got to swap the field to keep the position. Harrison doesn't think they're out of this game. This is an old town, hometown rivalry. I mean, they ain't leaving here.
Yeah, you don't want to give them a short field and let them go score right here.
Well, guys, this is one of the advantages, though, having your quarterback as your punter.
Never know what's going to happen.
Never know.
Harrison looking for the fake, though. They don't have anybody back as Brantley catches it. He is going to boot it away. It is going to be over, and it's going to take a Harrison bounce at the 30 and check up, get to the 32-yard line. That is where Harrison will take over here with 1:36 left in this third quarter as Mountain Home is leading this game 23-8.
Third quarter brought to you tonight by Farmers and Merchants Bank, one big Bomber family with many employees who have students in many Bomber programs. Farmers and Merchants say go Bombers.
Go Bombers from Little Rock Air Force Base. Carson Smith's in the house. Go Bomber volleyball. Hey, volleyball's having a great year so far this year. Yeah. They're playing really, really well.
Starting off with a bang.
As Reese is going to set to take the snap. He's going to hand the ball off inside. He's going to bounce it out to the right side. He's going to have room. He's going to come out. He's going to get elude a tackle to 40, get out to the 45-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 13 yards on first down as Harrison's going to get it out to the 45-yard line. They're finding something going with this running game right here.
Now, Brad, this is what you can't do. You can't let Harrison get back in this game like this, picking up positive yards. You got to have your defense make a big stand here.
Yeah, we got our foot on them right now. You need to keep it right on them. Don't let it off. 24, that was Hunter Estes again. That puts him at 11 tackles tonight. He's
Double-digit
been all
tackles
over this field.
That is phenomenal. Reese looking to set the ball here at the 45-yard line. First down and 10 with 127. He's going to hand the ball off the left side. He's going to be met immediately. He's going to keep his feet driving, pick up 2 yards. Good job there by the Bomber defense. Looked like Caden Del Soto came off of that at outside right edge. Pickup of 2 on the play, going to bring up 2nd down and 8 at the 47-yard line. Harrison looking to get into Mountain Home territory again. Mountain Home's defense looking to bow their neck and get the ball back to our offense.
Man, they love those trap plays. Ran that several times tonight.
2nd down and 8 as Reese is in shotgun. Got his tailback to the right of him. It's like Woodworth is the tailback. He's going to hand the ball off. It's actually not Woodworth. It's number 24 as he's going to get around the left side. He's going to make a man miss out past the 45 of Mountain Home into Mountain Home territory as he gets down to the 42-yard line. That was running back Jackson Ramsey. Down to the 41-yard line. Harrison starting to lean on Mountain Home a little bit.
Defense they're not the same team that was out here the first quarter. They're gassed.
They're gassed right now. You got guys with their hands on their hips. We need our offense to get back on the field and give us a good long drive to let this defense get tired, to get rested. First down and 10 at the 41. As Reese takes the snap, it's going to be a handoff again on the outside. Mountain Home is going to meet him in the hole, and he's going to run over a guy, pick up 4 yards out to the 37-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and 6. Ramsey runs the ball hard for Harrison, guys.
It looks like that's going to wrap up the Farmers and Merchants third quarter.
Going to wrap up this third quarter brought to you by Farmers and Merchants. Mountain Home leading 23-8. One more quarter to go here at Harrison. You're listening to Bomber Sports on Classic Hits 101.7 and listening or watching on Bomber Sports Network.
Are you building a new house? Not sure where your property lines are? Strider Consulting can help. They are a civil engineering and land surveying firm located at 142 South College Street in Mountain Home. With over 23 years in the business, Strider Consulting has the experience and expertise to bring your project to life. Visit strider.consulting to see the full list of services and request your quote today. Strider Consulting is a proud supporter of the Mountain Home Bombers Athletics. Strider Consulting, engineering of the future.
White River Materials has earned a reputation for producing industry-leading high-quality results. They have the experience and equipment to perform each project quickly, safely, and cost-efficiently. Privately owned and operated, White River Materials prides themselves in quality work with the customer's best interest in mind. If you need
Here at Harrison Stadium in the Baxter Health fourth quarter as Harrison takes over the ball, 1st and 10. They're going to hand the ball off the left side. Running back is going to get pushed out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and 2 from the 33-yard line. Harrison looking to try to score to cut this to a one-score game.
This is a huge stop right here, Tobias.
Big 3rd down for your Bomber defense. They've been on the field a long time tonight. Been getting leaned on by Harrison. Can they come through and get a big stop? 23-8, your Bombers leading in Baxter Health. 3rd quarter is going to be a handoff. It's going to be a trap play inside. He's going to pick up the 1st down as he gets out inside the 30-yard line, down to the 27, 28-yard line. Harrison just kind of methodically walking the ball down the field. Eleven minutes and 40 seconds left in this Baxter Health Bone and Joint Clinic 4th quarter. Harrison kind of taking some time. If I'm Harrison, I think I try to go hurry up. You got Mountain Home on their heels, but as a Mountain Home fan, we'll take it. Bombers leading 23-8. Harrison 1st down and 10 at the 33-yard line, looking to try to go in and score. Mountain Home's defense trying to keep that from happening. Reese going to take the handoff. Play's going to be blown dead. Looks like they're going to call offsides on Harrison. Harrison's going to jump on the offsides, it looks like. That's going to push them back 5 yards. If you're Harrison, you cannot afford to do that. That's what put them out of range last time. One time they were deep in our territory and trying to score.
Yeah, I checked the stats a minute ago. The penalties have been 4-1, Harrison to us. It's really been lopsided their side, and it's killed a few of their drives.
Coach Dave's watching, our volleyball coach. Dean Cotter watching. We appreciate you guys tuning in, hitting us up on the text line.
Tonight's 4th quarter brought to you by Baxter Health Bone and Joint Clinic.
1st and 15 as Reese takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's going to dance behind the line of scrimmage, and he is going to get stacked up as Blake Vacco comes in and cleans up the mess. They're going to say he got 3 yards, maybe up to the 31-yard line.
At Baxter Health Bone and Joint, Doctors Tom Knox, Win Moore, and Ed Roeder specialize in general sports medicine. Call Baxter Health Bone and Joint Clinic today, 870-424-4710.
And I misspoke earlier. The original line of scrimmage is the 27. I said the 33. 27 is where the original line of scrimmage is. It's going to be 2nd down and 13 at the 31 here as Reese is trying to get his offense set. Mountain Home's defense needs one big stop, and you got to feel good about where we have this game if that happens here. Reese takes the snap. He's looking to pass. It's going to be up. It's going to be high. It's going to be caught. Great jump and catch there by Harrison as Reese threw that ball where only his receiver, Lucas Bramley, could get it. He went up and caught the ball. It almost looked like it could have went the other way, but it is 1st down yardage as he gets brought down to the 15-yard line. Harrison marching in. Mountain Home trying to get a stop. 10-13 left here in this Baxter Health Bone and Joint 4th quarter. Reese takes the snap. It's quarterback keeper all the way. He's going to get around the left side. He's going to find a hole. He's going to make a man miss. It is going to be tackled. Blake Vacco, good job coming from behind, making that tackle at the 2-yard line, but it is going to be 1st and goal Harrison as they set up shop at the 2-yard line. Harrison going quick here. Reese, same play. Tries to go up the middle. He gets met in the hole. They're going to say he's down before he gets in. Down at the 1-yard line. Mountain Home got a stop at the 1. Going to bring up 2nd down and goal for the 1. I'll tell you guys, one thing this is doing, it's wasting a lot of time. They're making Harrison take some time off the clock before they're able to get in and score.
Yeah, the clock is definitely in our favor. We need it to chew up tonight.
Harrison, second and goal from inside the 1 yard line in this fourth quarter, trailing 23-8. They're going to take the snap. It's going to be a handoff, and he's going to get in. He's going to find a hole. He's going to get in. It is now 23-14 with 9:14 left here in this Baxter Health Bone and Joint fourth quarter.
And they've given Goblins too much life here, letting them stay in it.
Looks like Harrison's going to line up to go for 2 right here.
Yeah, this is critical.
No, they are going to set up to kick, aren't they?
Yeah, 1 point will give them 8 points.
No, they are setting up to go for 2. Yeah, 1 point gets it down to 8.
Yeah, if you could stop this is huge.
It's going to be a snap. It's going to be an inside draw. Mountain Home's going to stop them. Great play from Mountain Home on that 2-point conversion as they stop Harrison, keeping this at a 9-point game. That's a 2-possession game. That is a huge, huge stop by your Bomber defense with 9:14 left to go in this game.
Huge stop.
It looked like that car trying to go through that building.
It did. That wraps
Have you seen the Raps Baron video out there that circulated this morning? It was on.
You're listening to Bomber Sports on Classic Hits 101.7. Bombers leading 23-14.
Can you play the video? All right, those are back. We started this last week of Fan of the Game, and this week's Fan of the Game is going to go to our mayor, Hillary Adams. Pulled off something kind of sneaky over in Harrison this week.
Yeah.
He pulled off a sneaky little kind of getting the Beat Harrison sign there in front of the mayor.
We'll get to that. We're going to try to get Hillary on the call when we have a break here. Right here is Harrison set to kick this ball off. Harrison's going to kick it deep. Mountain Home is going to field the ball at the 20, and they're going to take it inside the 5 up to the 30. That's Schultz for Mountain Home as he takes the ball out to the 30-yard line. That's where Mountain Home will set up shop here. We're going to try to get Mayor on the phone here in a minute, talk to him and see what he's got going. He had a nice little surprise for the mayor over at Harrison. We're working on that right now, and we'll try to get that. But fan of the game is going to be Hillary Adams.
Yeah, that was He went over to a meeting and he was able to sneak in Beat Harrison sign, and it was probably, I think, the best picture online all week.
It's been awesome. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It is awesome. As Mountain Home starts us off as possession at the 29. This play is going to be blown dead here before it gets started. 1st and 10, Mountain Home at the 29. Let's see what they call. They're just saying everybody wasn't set. As time ran off the clock, precious time if you're Harrison. They're going to reset the ball. It looks like they're just going to say, hey, we weren't ready to go. Everybody wasn't set. Now we're good to go as Brantley's going to check with the white hat. He's going to take the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Chenoweth. Chenoweth has room up the middle. He's going to dance his way out past the first down yardage to the 39. They're going to give him the 40-yard line. Good enough for first down yardage for Mountain Home as we get to the 40-yard line.
This fourth quarter brought to you by Baxter Health Bone and Joint. Call Dr. Ed Roeder. Accepting new patients, 870-424-4710.
Brantley takes the snap, hands it off to Chenoweth. Chenoweth finds room, makes a man miss. Inside Harrison territory, 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Pushed out of bounds, dodge for the end zone. They're going to say he's just short at the 5-yard line where he stepped out of bounds. Great play by Jacob Chenoweth. He made 5 or 6 Harrison guys miss there as he rumbled around the left side and almost scored. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. Mountain Home, 8:43 left in this game, up 23-14.
Chenoweth's just running different tonight. He is just, man, putting it on his back.
Brantley takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Miller. Up the middle. Round left side. Touchdown Bombers! Barrett Miller, 6-yard run as Mountain Home answers quickly, almost too quickly for our defense, but you love the points on the board as we take a 29-14 lead here with 8:39 in the Baxter Health Bone and Joint fourth quarter as Isaac Ballard is set to kick the ball on the extra point.
Hey, Brad, listen to this. That's crowd noise. Ain't a whole lot going on.
Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 30-14. Mountain Home with the lead here in this fourth quarter at Harrison. You're listening to Bomber Sports on Classic Hits 101.7.
KCTT, Mountain Home.
So, Tobias, I believe we have the mayor on the line. Let's tune into him. Let's see if we can get it there. Hey, Mayor, are you with us there?
We have Mayor Hillary Adams here on the phone.
How are y'all this evening?
Good, Mayor. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Mayor, we'd like to honor you with our Fan of the Week award. And this week, we heard you pulled off something special over in Harrison.
Well, you know, we're always looking for anything we can. And yesterday I was at a meeting in Harrison. The mayor there had made a comment about their new City Hall Community Center, and that, you know, they were a year and a half ahead of us. And I offered to let him get a picture up of our center this coming thing. And he thought he was getting a picture handed to him. He gets up in front of the room, and everybody in the room probably knew what was happening to him. And I unfolded the picture, and he discovered that he was there in front of the whole room full of people in the Harrison City Council chambers holding the sign that said "Beat Harrison." And I don't think anybody enjoyed that anymore than I did, I promise.
And that was our mayor there with an awesome kind of joke on Harrison, as he had the Harrison mayor holding a Beat Harrison sign, smiling. We got a picture of it as Mountain Home kicks off to Harrison after the score. Quick strike to put us up 30-14 here in this Baxter Health Bone and Joint Clinic fourth quarter. On that kickoff, Harrison returned the ball out to the 26-yard line, but there was a holding during that kickoff. It's going to push them back deep into their territory as they're going to get the ball marked back at the 13. That is where they're going to start this drive with 8:34 left here in the game. What do you think, guys?
This is awesome. I mean, this is what we've been waiting for all week.
You couldn't ask for more tonight from your defense. They've just absolutely been on the field so much. I don't have time of possession, but you know they've been out there twice as much as the offense, if not 3 times.
As Reese is going to take the snap and keep it for Harrison, as he's going to get tripped up in the backfield. He's going to dive forward. They're going to give him maybe half a yard to a yard, as it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 as they're at the 14-yard line as that clock keeps ticking down. When the snap takes place, it'll be under 8 minutes here. The snap's going to go. It's going to be a handoff to the left side as Harrison's going to dive forward once again for very few yardages, as they're going to pick up 2, maybe 1. They're going to say 1 yard out to the 15. 3rd down and 8. And Harrison, you got to be worried here if you're Harrison. You're not throwing the ball. You're running. Guys, you're down at 7:43 left, and how are you going to try to score quickly?
Yeah, Brad, they're down 16, and they're acting like this game's over. I mean, that's a 2-possession game, quick strikes. We've been doing it all night.
We got some Harrison fans, Chris Newberry Harrison class of 2001 listening in. Appreciate you guys. As Reese is going to take the snap, 3rd down and 8 for Harrison. He's going to drop back to pass. Mountain Home's going to get all kinds of pressure on him. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to look. He's going to try to throw the ball. It is going to be knocked down by Mountain Home. Great job by the defensive back. Even better job by our defensive line, pushing the Harrison quarterback out, not giving him time to set his feet and throw as he tried to throw it to his receiver, but it looks like the officials are coming together here.
I hope they're not going to throw that on Caden Del Soto. I mean, he hit him over there on the sideline. That looked pretty clean to me.
They're going to say holding on Harrison. It is going to be declined. How many holding penalties do they have? There's more holding going on than a junior high date at the movie theater this night.
Shiloh Christian's trailing Little Rock Christian right now, 19-15 in the second quarter. Scores around the 6A.
Harrison going to be set back to punt with 7:12 left after they were forced on an incomplete pass, 4th down and 8. Caden Dotson back from Mountain Home as the punt's going to come away. Dotson's going to just watch it bounce at the 45. It's going to go into Mountain Home territory out to the 45, roll to the 44, back up to the 45. That's where Mountain Home will take over possession here with 7:03 left in this game. Mountain Home looking to put the icing on the cake tonight with a win over in Harrison.
You could have said that one rolled across the blue mullet of the Goblin.
There was a mullet of them.
I've never understood. Why the Goblin has to have a mullet.
Can I say it's the ugliest mascot? I mean, it's one of a kind.
Yeah.
But it's pretty ugly.
It's ugly. It's hideous.
Bomb Squad watching from Lakeview. Fiona and me.
There goes Brantley.
Brantley's going to take the snap. He's going to roll outside almost to midfield. There, I was going to say dove forward to midfield on first down. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5. Mount Home. Sorry, guys. I'm over here reading text. Mount Home's going quick on us. Mount Home going to try to punch this in again with 6:48 left in this game. But appreciate this quarter being sponsored by Baxter Health as Brantley takes the snap. Going to hand it to Chenoweth. Chenoweth's going to stay patient. He's going to get ball around, make a guy miss. Go around the left side. He's going to stay on his feet. He's going to keep making men miss. He's going to keep his feet moving. Brantley was hit 3 or 4 times before. It could have been a loss of 2 yards, and he gained 1 on that play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4 as Mountain Home just crosses into Harrison territory. What a great run there by Jacob.
It was. He's been running hard all night like that. I'd love to see what his yards after being hit are tonight, because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, he's had 11 touches, boys. He's averaging 8 a touch, and I know most of those are coming after that first contact.
Big shout out to Care Center Ministries of Mountain Home watching the game. We appreciate you guys. Chad Merriman, 1982 grad, watching the game. Shout out to Jake Thomas from Midway. Guys, keep hitting this up here. Good job. Chris and Christy Steelman watching. They were listening to last week. Brantley's going to take the snap. It's going to be a handoff around the left side, this time up the middle. It's going to be a loss this time of 2 yards as Harrison's going to push Mountain Home back into Mountain Home territory as Barrett Miller took the run for a loss of 2. The ball's going to be spotted at the 48. Going to bring up 4th down and 7, and Mountain Home's going to bring on the punt team. You got 40 seconds here to just sit and let this clock, 35 seconds to let it just tick down before you have to punt this ball.
Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Tom Knox, Win Moore, and Ed Roeder with the Baxter Health Bone and Joint Clinic specialize in general orthopedic care for adults and children. Call Baxter Health Bone and Joint Clinic today, 870-424-4710. Keep hitting us up on that text line, too, 870-321-6839.
Sierra Jeremy, Kenneth Palmer watching. Shout out to Coach Airy. They say give a shout out to Coach Airy as Mountain Home with 6 seconds left to snap the ball. Brantley's going to punt it. He's going to kick the ball. It's going to be fair caught this time at the 11-yard line. He's going to fair catch it and kneel down just to make sure he doesn't get hit at the 13-yard line. Harrison will take over there with 4:51 left in this Baxter Health Bone and Joint 4th quarter. 4:51 left in this game as Mountain Home is looking to milk this 2nd win in a row against the Harrison Goblins as they are up 30-14.
And don't call us on the text line. Make sure you text that number, 870-321-6839.
Jeremy Fowler, Franklin, Tennessee. The Lauras are from Midway watching. It's going to be a quick pass as he takes the snap. It's going to be out past the 20 as he gets around the left side. Mountain Home going to do a good job keeping him in bounds, though. Great tackle there. Dawson Dunlap in on who was in the ball? Barrett Miller. Smart play by Barrett Miller to keep that wide receiver in bounds and keep that clock running as we tick inside of 4:34 left in this game.
You're listening to Classic Hits 101.7.
Brad,
Mountain Home.
Barrett Miller, sorry.
KCTT, Mountain Home, Yellville.
Rookie mistake, Barkley.
Sorry.
That's all right, buddy. Hey, you're doing a great job, man.
You are.
That takes Barrett Miller into that double-digit tackle column.
Great job. Reese is going to take the snap. He's going to keep the ball up the middle. Harrison just running the ball. They're just trying to get a first down right there. Keep the clock. Give 2nd down and 1. Harrison now has the ball out to the 26-yard line, and it looks like it's going to be first down territory there. The clock stopped on the first down. It will start when the white hat puts the ball back in motion right now as he's winding that clock. 4 minutes. The snap will be inside of 4 minutes left as the Bombers look to ice this game away here in Harrison. Travel on the road, get a huge win at Harrison.
And it don't get much bigger than that, boys. Regardless of how good
Makes
Harrison
that bye week even
is, they're
sweeter.
going to be good against Mountain Home.
First down and 10 at the 27-yard line. As Reese takes snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to throw it up. It's going to be up for grabs. It is great defense right there by Mountain Home.
No! What are you doing? Late flag comes in.
How do you throw that? How do you play that any better? Chenoweth was running step for step with the D-back. He jumps up.
That is how you teach him. That's how you coach him to make the play.
Up and drops, then knocks the ball down, and the official throws the flag.
That's textbook coverage right there.
Oh. Okay. Well, great job, Jacob. Great play, buddy. Had an excellent game.
Yeah, he has.
Going to be first down and 10 at the 42 after the penalty, the pass interference penalty. Reese is going to bring a man in motion. He's going to take the snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to be forced to throw. As he throws, he's going to hit his man in stride, but it's going to be short of the first down markers. He catches the ball out. They're going to say it's an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. Looked like the receiver was able to pull it in. Looked like it was number Woodworth, I think is who it was, number 18. I can't tell if it's 18 or 16. If it's number 16, Owen Strode. Either one of you guys, I'll give you credit for it. I think it maybe was 16 now looking at it. Going to bring up second down and 10 at the 42. 3:26 left here in this Baxter Health Bone and Joint Clinic fourth quarter.
Greenwood beats Northside 58-0.
I've heard on full count that Greenwood's goal is to run rule everybody or run clock or whatever, mercy rule everybody.
Well, given that halftime score, I would say probably
Reese takes
no
a snap,
starters.
and he is smoked as he lets the ball go, and the ball is tipped and almost picked off. Dawson Dunlap came flying around the right corner and just absolutely leveled Reese as he let go of that ball. What a tough kid Reese is to get up from that. That ball was picked up in the air, almost picked off by Mountain Home. That would have been a sweet ending to the night there. It's going to be third down and 10. Harrison at the 42-yard line.
I don't think Hunter Estes was expecting him to throw it right to him.
I don't either.
He was caught off guard.
Martins are watching in Henderson again. Luke James watching. Seventh grade Bomber. Love watching as Reese takes the snap here. He's going to roll out to his left. There's got to be a hold on that play, right? They're not going to call it. It was a tackle in the backfield, but it was on our defensive lineman as Reese takes the ball out to midfield. And he's going to get just shy of the first down. He's going to be brought down. It's going to bring up fourth down and 2 at midfield as Harrison has a player down back here. It was the guy, unfortunately, that tackled our defensive lineman that's down. We'll try to catch a number on him.
He was mauled, Brad.
He was. Was it Eli? I would think it was Eli Jones out there, but he just got absolutely tackled. Looks like he got a cramp going on. So, guys, give us your assessment of so far what's going on. How big a win is this if Mountain Home can finish this off?
I mean, I think it's a huge win for the program. And like you said, we go into the bye week next week, and this is exactly how you want to start the season if that all comes to fruition like we hope.
Yeah, for what was 77 years that this rivalry's been going on, how many back-to-back wins has there been? I mean, traditionally, Harrison's
a lot from Harrison to Mountain Home.
Right,
Unfortunately, not from Mountain Home that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Harrison. It looks like it's number 64. Is that who it was down there? That was coming off. Looked like he was cramping.
64.
Yeah, he's cramping down here. They're stretching him out. Going to bring up fourth down and 2. Mountain Home's defense looking to try to get a stop so we can ice this game away. Hey, Justin Matthew Hurt, Harrison manager, tuning in. The Popes from Madison, Mississippi, tuning in. Harrison's going to take this snap at midfield with 3:03 left in the game. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. And Caden Del Soto with a phenomenal play. What an excellent play by your junior linebacker, Caden Del Soto. Reese tried to take the ball as Mountain Home. I see Coach Strabel over there going crazy on the sideline. Del Soto dives in there, pulls the quarterback down for a short gain, getting Mountain Home off the field on the turnover on downs.
What a heads-up play there. Just, I mean, shoestring tackle, but it worked.
It is business time indeed. Hunter Bashir's checking in for us. Mountain Home going to be able to hopefully ice this game with 3 minutes left. Take over the ball midfield. Let's get one more, boys. Let's put this game away with a score. Brantley's going to fake the hand. It's going to be a handoff to Dunlap. Dunlap's going to find some room up the middle as he fights for yardage out to the 47-yard line as we move into Harrison territory. There is a flag on the play, however.
And maybe a player down, perhaps?
It looks like Mountain Home's cramping here. We got somebody down from Mountain Home that's cramping.
You mentioned the cramp bowl
Personal
last
foul,
week.
face mask. We're going to attack 15 more yards on this.
You mentioned the cramp bowl last week.
Last week.
It's been a while, but that was a night, wasn't it?
It was. It was Dunlap there that's cramping after he comes and runs that ball. Weston, our trainer, Callie, our trainer, both made the trip over here. Mountain Home's going to attack 15 yards on to the end of that run. They're going to keep marching that ball down to the 37-yard line. That is where Mountain Home will be 1st and 10, looking to put one more score onto this and hopefully put this game away.
Yeah, ice this cake. Let's just go ahead and finish it up.
It would make 38-13. Somebody's prediction look really good right here. Brantley's going to take a snap. He's going to hand it off. Inside running back. Look at Barrett Miller running for hard yards. Is Harrison going to pile on top? He's going to pick up 6 yards down to the 26-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4. Rod and Stacy Covington, appreciate you guys tuning in. Go Bombers, the DeRose family. Dr. DeRose going to be joining the North Arkansas Dental Group practice soon. Love that you guys are listening in. They're down in Louisiana. There's another state we can add. Brantley's going to take the snap. Barrett's going to take the handoff. He's going to fight for yardage. They're going to say he's going to get maybe forward progress. No, they're not going to give him any yards as he gets down to the 26-yard line. Stay there. 3rd down and 4. Mountain Home needs a 1st down here. 2nd grade Samaya Roberts says, awesome. Love the picture, Samaya. She had her bomber gear on today.
We're down to our 2-minute warning, Brad, and I just want to tell all of our youth players that are out there listening, as soon as this game's over, you need to go to bed. We got a game tomorrow.
Go to bed.
So parents, get them in bed.
Brantley takes the snap. He's going to run around the left side. The ball is loose. The ball comes out.
Harrison's signaling it may be
Harrison
theirs.
is signaling that they have it. Haven't seen an official with the signal yet, and they are going to say Harrison get it. Brantley kept the ball around the left side. That ball got coughed up there. 136 left here in the Baxter Health Bone and Joint 4th quarter. Mountain Home leading 30-14 and 136. They took some more time off the clock. Their clock operator's ready to go home too. But Brantley with the turnover. 1st turnover for Mountain Home tonight, correct?
1st turnover.
He was just fighting for yardage there, trying to pick up some extra ones. Harrison's going to take over at their 24-yard line. 136 left in this game as Mountain Home looks like they're going to hold on to come over and beat the Harrison Goblins in their own stadium. Harrison going to take the snap. It's going to be a quick outside screen to the receiver. He's going to get around the left side. He's going to find some room. He's going to go around the left side, down the sideline, out to the 40-yard line. He's going to be pushed out by Barrett Miller at the 41. Nice quick pickup for Harrison. 1:30 left on the clock.
Huge props to this D tonight. They've been out there a long time. That makes 10 tackles, 11 for Barrett Miller. I mean, we've got multiple guys with double-digit tackles.
You can tell Mountain Home's got exhausted right here. Blake Vacco's trying to fight through a cramp. You can tell he's out there stretching those legs. It's been a long, hot night, but one that Mountain Home's going to enjoy that 45-minute ride back east after this one. Reese takes the snap. He's dropping back, looking to pass.
I'd like to see
He's got pressure all around him. He's around the corner. He's going to step it up and throw it. Boom! The pass is going to be complete out to the 46-yard line, and he is going to be met by Jacob Chenoweth. There's a little John going on the sideline over there, and Cheney just turns around and says, check the scoreboard out, everybody. Check the scoreboard out.
Just point that finger. Make sure you stay with us after the game for the NAEC next post-game report. You wouldn't want to miss that.
Yep, it'll be awesome. We're going to have a on-field interview. Hopefully Russ Rawls is going to catch one of the players, see if we can catch one of the players after the game and hear what's on them. We'd love to keep getting shout-outs on the text line. 1:20 left in this game. Reese takes a snap. Drops back. He's looking to pass. There's a hole, but Eli Jones is going to get away from the hole and sack the quarterback. You got to know, as a senior defensive lineman, it feels good to come to this field and get a sack. As this game is starting to go down, they stop the clock for whatever reason. I think Harrison calls timeout with 1:10 left. Guys, I'm going to say, the fans and stands are empty.
The touchdown club left
They did.
an hour ago.
The people
They're
who were
next door to us.
They were
shut the
mouthing,
lights out. They're done.
They were mouthing the whole time, telling us to be quiet, and they are gone. There's a minute 10 left. They are gone. The stands are.
Shut the lights out.
Yeah, it is shut the lights out. Hope we can find a way out.
I don't think they ever turned the lights on, fellas. It's been so dark on the field tonight. You can't hardly see. Somebody help chip in for the light bill in Harrison.
But I will tell you, look at the Mountain Home stands. They are full.
Packed and pumped.
Packed and pumped. The students are still here. The band is playing. It's a party on the far side of the field. This side of the field, it's quiet. People are picking their seats up.
That's the difference, Brad, in the culture. That's what we see that's different in this Mountain Home team and the community rallying behind a great week all week. And what better way to highlight than the big dub here potentially with another minute 10 left.
It's exciting.
3rd down and 8 as Harrison's going to take the snap with 1:10 left in this game. They're going to be at the 43-yard line. They've gotten into Mountain Home territory a few times, but not as many times as we've scored, I don't think. Reese is going to roll out to his left. He's going to be looking down the field. He's going to throw back across the way. Almost intercepted. Caden Del Soto with a diving play to knock the ball away. He has been all over the field tonight, boys. Dr. Long listening.
Dr. Long, what's up?
Appreciate Dr. Long listening.
Brad, how fun was that being on the Bomber Update today with Miss Dewey?
It was awesome. Miss Dewey hit us with the boom at the end of it.
That was awesome. We appreciate that and all the things they're doing up there at the high school.
Spencer Adams and Coop on their way home listening to us. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening in.
Spencer.
4th down in the game, we'll call it, as 8 yards to go. Mountain Home defense needs one more stop. They can ice this game with kneeling the ball down. Harrison brings Jackson Crowner into motion as Reese is going to take the snap. It's straight drop back to pass. The pocket closes quickly, throws across the middle, and it is incomplete. It is incomplete. There's a flag on the field. I guarantee you it's going to be holding because that's the only way that Harrison's offensive line can stop our defensive line all night.
I don't know. Jones is holding his head.
Holding that way. Jones is living this moment up in the middle of the field. Mountain Home Bombers are going to come off with a win here in Harrison. 1:01 left in this game. 2 kneel downs by Brantley Phillips, and Mountain Home is going to come away victorious 30-14. What a game. Baxter Health, we appreciate your sponsorship for this 4th quarter.
Yeah, brought to you by Baxter Health Bone and Joint Clinic. Doctors Tom Knox, Winmore, and Ed Roeder specialize in general sports medicine. Give them a call today, 870-424-4710.
Brantley takes the snap. We're going to hand it off to Chenoweth. Chenoweth is going to go down. I'm not sure why Mountain Home's not kneeling on this ball. Harrison content to let the clock roll out as they do have timeouts left. They are not going to call them. 48 seconds left, 39 on the play clock. Mountain Home will have to snap it one more time, and this is where I bet you see victory formation.
Brad, there's going to be a party in the caravan back to Mountain Home tonight, crossing the White River.
I see some Beat Harrison signs being held up in the stands on the Mountain Home far sideline over there. Brantley looking to come under center. Brantley under center, takes one snap with 19 seconds, kneels on the ball, and that is going to do it. The Mountain Home sideline erupts. 11 seconds left, 10. Mountain Home is going to come away with this victory, 30-14, here in Harrison as they defeat the Goblins on this Friday night. What a great game for the Bombers.
Whew, man, my heart's still pounding.
It is awesome. We are going to take a short break. We're going to come back and hit the NAEC next post-game show. You've been listening to Bomber Sports on Classic Hits 101.7 and watching on Bomber Sports Network.
And folks, it has been a glorious night for Bomber Nation in Harrison, Arkansas. Bombers pull off the victory, 30-14. Guys, what a night.
What an excellent night as Mountain Home was able to come over here. All the hype, all the emotions. We're able to start this year off 2-0 after a big win against the physical West Plains team. We come over here against a physical Harrison team, get a win. Our defense is giving up 14 points this game, and 14, was it 14 or was it 17? I can't remember. What was the score? Dylan, do you remember the score last time against West Plains? What was the score? 21 maybe. Anyways, only giving up a couple touchdowns each game. Guys, in high school football, if you can do that, you can win a lot of games.
Absolutely. And post-game show brought to you not by Next. NAEC. Next powered the best internet, phone, and TV for your home. Experience lightning-fast internet with a fiber optic technology, amazing channel selections, and unlimited phone calling nationwide. NAEC and Next, bringing you your post-game report.
Got a lot of NAEC kids out on this. Eston Ford, Drew Haney, Barrett Miller, Jack Coleman's in the band. We've got all kinds. I was a co-op kid growing up. There's a lot of co-op ties in NAEC into our community. We appreciate their support and everything that they do.
Yeah, they have a whole page of kids here. Eli Jones, did you mention him?
Yeah, I did not. Hunter Estes. Yeah. And, there's a lot of them that are. Eli Jones, that's another one. So
appreciate all their support. And Bombers have gotten a break over there and on their side, and they're going to head in the locker room. They got to be holding their heads high after the effort they've presented tonight.
Yeah, great job here by your Bombers. Barkley, what you got with us for some stats here to finish this game up?
Well, first thing I noticed was, much like the Lights tonight, they wasted no time in getting that scoreboard off.
we couldn't even get a picture.
Obviously, they're saving some power here.
Yeah.
Stat-wise, one big telling stat, I got 9 penalties for Harrison to our 2. The amazing thing in the second half was we ended the first half with around 10 rushing yards, 193 in the second half.
Wow.
That's how you impose your will in the second half.
That's beautiful. How you put a game away right there.
Yeah, I was impressed with the running that we saw the second half.
Defense had multiple kids with a lot of tackles, correct?
3 kids that had double-digit tackles. We finished the night with 2 sacks that I was able to record, 11 tackles for loss. And, of course, we saw there at the end there was just tons of pressure. Most of those penalties that I mentioned earlier were holding calls that the offensive line was getting on the D-line. We would have chalked up more sacks had they not held so much.
Good point. That's a good point. There was a lot of penalties. Good, clean call game. We were worried about how that would look at. It was a good, clean call game, but Mountain Home just imposed their will on that.
They did, and at no point during the game did you ever feel that Mountain Home did not have completely control. There was a little bit of a ruffle there in the third quarter. It came out a little flat. But at no point did was really any concern that the Bombers weren't in full control of this one.
You always felt from that opening kickoff when Harrison fumbled, it just deflated this stadium, and you knew, and then what a great job from Mountain Home. Even when they were able to pull it, we got a huge stop to keep it to a 9-point game there after on that. Me and Barkley, you brought that up. Great point. It was a huge stop there on that 2-point conversion to keep it a 2-score game, and it almost felt like that Harrison got deflated at that point.
I would say Harrison had the momentum through that third quarter, and then once that stop happened, it was just like they had let the ship sail. They gave up. Obviously, they didn't want it after that.
Yeah,
I mean, 2 scores in a game like this with a defense as strong as we've been, that's a tall ask from Harrison Goblins.
But then a huge run by Chenoweth after that. Barrett Miller popped it right in after that. It was just kind of sealed the game away. I think we got a sideline report. Here it is. I hear the music. Russ Rawls down on the sideline. Let's see. Russ, are you there, man?
Over the Goblins. What'd you think tonight?
Man, it was awesome. I mean, we've been waiting for this 365 days since last year. They've been talking smack all year, and we came and handed it to them in a fair game. It was fun. Go Bombers.
That's right. So 30-14 win. Pretty clean game up until that second to the last drive where we had a fumble. What are you guys thinking going into this bye week? What do you got to look forward to? We got Rolla in 2 weeks.
We're gonna celebrate this win for a while, but in a few days, Rolla's next. We're ready.
All right.
We'll be ready.
All right. Thanks, Hunter. Go Bombers.
Thank you.
That was cornerback Hunter Estes. Had a huge game for the Bombers. Able to get Hunter on there. Love to hear the mentality, though. Hey, we're going to enjoy this for a little bit. Then it's Rolla. Bye week comes and then it's Rolla. So Hunter had an excellent game. How many tackles did he end up with?
I finished Hunter up with 11 tackles and 1 tackle for loss, but I mean, his presence was felt sideline to sideline tonight.
Great job there.
Tonight's postgame report, again, brought to you by NAEC Next. The choice is simple. Service from an organization you can trust. It's the next greatest thing since electricity.
I wish we could bring them with us on some of these road trips, because we get to some of these places, it gets pretty spotty on the internet connection that we have, right?
I wish they fire up some of these power poles and get these lights working in here. Tell you what, boys, I struggled tonight. These old eyes can't quite see like they used to.
We're going to take one more quick break. We will come back to put a bow on this 30-14 win from Mountain Home here in Harrison. You're listening to Bomber Sports on Classic Hits 101.7 and watching on Bomber Sports Network.
White River Materials has earned a reputation for producing industry-leading high-quality results. They have the experience and equipment to perform each project quickly, safely, and cost-efficiently. Privately owned and operated, White River Materials prides themselves in quality work with the customer's best interest in mind. If you need limestone or concrete products, or someone to do the job correctly the first time, give White River Materials a call today at 425-3431 or 425-4510.
Are you building a new house? Not sure where your property lines are? Strider Consulting can help. They are a civil engineering and land surveying firm located at 142 South College Street in Mountain Home. With over 23 years in the business, Strider Consulting has the experience and expertise to bring your project to life. Visit strider.consulting to see the full list of services and request your quote today. Strider Consulting is a proud supporter of the Mountain Home Bombers Athletics. Strider Consulting, engineering of the future.
White River Materials has earned a reputation for producing industry-leading high-quality results. They have the experience and equipment to perform each project quickly, safely, and cost-efficiently. Privately owned and operated, White River Materials prides themselves in quality work with the customer's best interest in mind. If you need limestone or concrete products, or someone to do the job correctly the first time, give White River Materials a call today at 425-3431 or 425-4510.
Stay here. We're on in like 2 minutes.
What?
Do it again. Yeah. All right, we're back here. You're listening. That is Coach Greg Crow.
Yes.
He had to stop in.
Absolutely.
Coach,
you guys are rock stars with all your Facebook stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
I got lots of complaints.
Coach,
y'all are jerks.
That's right. Yeah, Coach Crow stopped in. He is loving this win, walking around here, and love to have him. Awesome, Coach. Appreciate you, man. Hey, big win for the junior high this last couple weeks. When do y'all go again, Coach?
We'll take them.
When do you go again? When do you play again?
Next Thursday night at Paragould.
Next Thursday night at Paragould, junior high Bombers.
We're all in Deacon's world, just trying to survive.
That's right. They're undefeated right now. The junior high Bombers. Coach Greg Crow doing a great job. He loves this win more than anybody.
Absolutely.
You're listening to NAEC Next post-game show. Hey, we didn't know we were going to have that guest. That was awesome.
Man, that was awesome. And that just shows me, I think all of Mountain Home is probably on cloud nine tonight.
That's right.
Coach Crow leading the way.
So just a couple of programming things. We are going to finish up. We got a bye week. We won't be with you guys next Friday, as we are going to have a bye week from Mountain Home. They're not going to be in action. That's our early bye week for us. Following that, we'll be back at Bomber Stadium. Mountain Home will be taking on I don't know Rolla's mascot. Do you know Rolla's mascot?
I don't know.
Bulldogs. Bulldogs. Okay, Rolla Bulldogs will be coming to town.
Right.
Another cross-border Missouri rivalry there. Be a good game.
Yeah, hosting the Puppies.
The Puppies.
So excited about that. But, Brad, unfortunately, I am not going to be able to be at that game with you. We're going to be on a trip. Going Going on a little cruise.
You did this last year
it's
to
my
me.
want, man.
You did it last year to me. You're up there and you're sitting back in the beach chair, sending me pictures. You and your wife having some family time, and
but you bet I'll be listening. And I'll tell you what, man. How awesome is it to have Barkley Terry join us?
Absolutely.
And Barkley will be here doing a little bit more than we've asked him to do thus far. But he'll be filling the seat and still doing stats for us, which has been, I think, one of the best additions.
It's been awesome. Yeah, he's been great. Great
Barkley,
job,
awesome
Barkley.
job, man. We appreciate
it, guys.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for the
Hey, you got a
invite.
face for radio just like us, so you're awesome. Now we got this cockpit cam that's it here. But no, Rolla will be coming to town. Mountain Home will be 2-0. Another good game. Hopefully try to get to 3-0 before we start conference play. After that, we'll be on the road to Fort Smith Southside. No more bye weeks. It'll be football every Friday night. You'll be able to tune in and listen on Classic Hits 101.7. You'll also be able to watch on Bomber Sports Network. If you don't have the app, go on the App Store and look up Mountain Home Athletics, Mountain Home Bomber Athletics. You can download the app. It's an easy click. Guys, we love the interaction. We love the text line. You guys have hit us up. We had over 79 still texts that are out there. We try to get to them all. The game's fast and furious. If we miss you, we promise we're not doing it on purpose. We're trying to get who we can. We may work that into. We have to unfortunately have the phone in order to get our line connected, so it's hard to. We thought about maybe we could give it to Barkley over here and let him kind of chime in with some text and read, but on the flip side, we got to have it close to where we can have connection. But we try to get you. Keep it up. We love hearing from you guys.
Hit us up next game. If we missed you this time and you sent something, hit us up next game. We will still keep working to get it in. But I want to challenge Bomber Nation right now, Brad. It's really, really easy to get excited for Harrison.
Right.
What it's not easy to do is to get excited and pack the stands for Rolla.
That's right.
So that's my challenge to Bomber Nation right now. In 2 weeks, mark your calendar. Let's pack that place and let's show these boys some support. And if you can't, you can always catch us.
That's right.
On Classic Hits 101.7.
You get 4 more chances. We already had a home game. You get 4 more chances. Hopefully 5 more if we get to host a playoff game. But guys, come support these kids. These are great kids. They are great in the community. We saw them out today at Coffee Talk. Come support these kids. Come out to Bomber Stadium. They know you're watching. They watch. They hear this. They see the comments. But guys, there's nothing better than hearing 4,000 or 5,000 people behind you cheering and yelling on and getting a big stop and just feeling. Guys, you can feel it. I can feel it.
Absolutely.
You can feel it. Barkley can. You can feel it, guys. You can feel it. You can feel the community support when you're at the stadium. You can really feel it. It's worth 14 to 21 points if we do it right.
Absolutely. And if you don't have anything to do in the morning, come out and support your youth Bomber football team. They will kick off at 9 o'clock at Bomber Stadium, and they will also kick off at 10 o'clock down in Mountain View. 2 teams in action for their first game tomorrow. If you don't have nothing to do, come check it out.
You can watch that on TV too, Tobias.
Bomber Sports on YouTube. Go check it out.
That's right. They're going to be streaming.
Well, guys, we appreciate you sharing your Friday night with us in your living room. We love to be a part of it. Help us get it better. Tell us what we need to do. Hey, you've been listening to Bomber Sports. Guys, from Harrison Stadium, I'm Brad. Tobias is here. Barkley's here. Guys, we appreciate you listening to us. Come pack the stands. Guys, great fun.
Go Bombers.
Go Bombers. You're listening to Bomber Sports on Classic Hits 101.7, watching on Bomber Sports Network. We're now going to throw it back to Matty the Mac Daddy Sharp back in the studio. He's going to go over some scores in his post-game show, see what happened around the stadium football.